Hello, Stuart. TikTok didn't work for you? I'm so sorry to hear. What did Stuart mean by that comment? TikTok received my first live stream. And for a hand select few of you, I will shout out people who are lovely ghosts and other supporters. Oz, Kara, and Haley joined in on the TikTok pre-stream stream this evening. That is one slight portion of why I'm late tonight. The other reasons are because I'm late. Because I've been late so many times that I'm really trying to fix it. I really am. I super am. But we're going to be playing more Omori tonight. And I want you all to know that TikTok is going to be joining my bevy of already 5.5 live streams that I stream to every night, including YouTube vertical, YouTube horizontal, Twitch, Kick, Trovo, and Instagram. Instagram still hates me and they only let me stream for 1 hour. Hopefully every other platform will continue to let me stream as long as I want. And so far that's been the case. And we want to add TikTok to that list. Why? Some of you are on the outs with TikTok these days and would rather me stream on other platforms. The answer is I'm already streaming on those other platforms. I would really love, if I had to choose between TikTok and Xiaohongshu, I'd love to stream on Xiaohongshu. I haven't seen the ability to do that in America, but if you see something different than me, especially as they change and grow and receive more Americans on that platform, let me know, because I'll stream there too. I'll do both. I'll do both. So Stuart, I don't know why you weren't able to join the TikTok live stream. I got over 4,000 likes in a very short stream on that platform and a new follower. Good shit. Didn't work for my phone at least. Oh, sorry to hear. Rod, how is the new home? I hope everything's great with you. Are you going to be joining in on the 7th anniversary Juno Free Company? Oh my, it's loud out there. Shenanigans this next month? Even if not, I hope things are well with you and your fam. And by fam, I also mean like you and the hubby and the household. Yeah. Omori tonight. Thanks for your patience, by the way. I mentioned this in Discord, but I realize I do acknowledge that some of you only watch me on VOD or only see me on live and are not part of the Discord server. So what I mentioned on Discord, I should also mention straight to you, to your face, me staring at the camera and imagining that I'm looking at your face. Thank you for your patience. I've canceled more streams this summer than I'm comfortable with. I don't like it. But for years, my followers have told me that I neglect my own health to my detriment, to a very negative level, and that I really need to prioritize caring for myself more than I do. And last night was pretty awful. There were so much, I passed out in the middle of doing like normal human things, normal routines for the kids. I was so bereft of energy and ability, and my personality was off from my sleepiness. And it turns out that this morning, today, I had a really big confrontation and needed like a lot of energy and sleep and power and stability of me. I needed all of my resources today in my Sunday job. So it's almost like I knew ahead of time, yo, D, you're going to need a massive amount of sleep because big important things are going to happen. And they did. They happened today. And I don't think they would have happened if I had streamed last night and depleted what minimal resources I had in the first place. So, in other words, a big win for the family Halme. for the kiddos, for Oz, for me. And I'm sorry that meant that we missed a night of spoopy gaming, but I hope that this means that in the immediate future and in the far future, some really important groundwork was laid. Lane, I can't talk about it all on live stream, but if you know some stuff about me, you've had some of the inside track, hit me with a DM and I'll tell you what happened today. It's not a secret, it's just not public, if that makes sense. But I'm happy to be back. I miss you guys. I love streaming when I can, and I want to, as health and time and resources permit, be here as much as I can with you guys. And yeah, just connect and do what our community does best. Had the housewarming yesterday. Oh, fantastic. How did it go? Did you get any nice housewarming gifts? The gifts don't matter. It's really about, you know, just like the friendship and the camaraderie and everything. But how's the whole shebang? Did people like the new place? How did other people react? I personally think it's a great place that you've stumbled upon. Yeah. Botrix is still here. I really do need to probably disable Botrix. I don't think I will use it in the future. I've found so many other great resources besides Botrix. So I think it's time to moonlight that particular resource. Yeah. I've found this great tailor out of Brighton, which is in the south of England, for those of you that don't know your geography very well. He does historical tailoring. I can't remember his full name, but I just found him in my algorithm because among the historical eras he tackles, he does Georgian era clothes, which are where I feel my most comfortable, for those of you that don't know. I would love to have 4, 5, 10 outfits from him if I could afford it. Here's the problem though. One, I don't have those kind of funds. I don't think. He looks expensive. And two, I looked up his reviews, and apparently I think while he's interested in tailoring for people, he didn't realize how popular he might have become. And so he made some good money off of some tailoring gigs, and then just decided to like not stay in business for everybody else. Like he's a really great tailor. He makes all of his own clothes himself, and he makes good choices on sourcing his material. Again, I can't remember this guy's name, but just look up like Brighton Georgian era bespoke tailor, and you'll probably find this guy. He's on BBC. He's all over social media. The problem is, I think he likes making clothes, and I think he likes the attention that he gets from wearing the clothes and designing the clothes for people. But I don't think he really wants to be a tailor, or not a tailor, a clothier. I don't think he really wants to do that with his life. I think he wants to travel and wear clothes and look good and enjoy life. And with the little bit of money he's already made from his fame, I think he just wants to do that and not actually work every day of his life. And so every negative comment on the tailoring shop that he runs is, this guy doesn't actually run a tailoring shop. He doesn't actually make clothes for anybody. He literally just set up a shop because he liked making his own clothes. But after like, you know, somewhere between 5 and 10 patrons, he's just like, fuck, I made a bunch of money off of this in social media. I don't want to keep doing this. But he never told anybody. So everybody's like, he's non-responsive. He doesn't answer phone calls. He doesn't answer emails. He doesn't answer his website posts. There's like a form you can fill out there. He doesn't answer those forms. He's MIA, and you'll never know. If he's on vacation, you'll never know. Off on holiday, off in another country, you'll never know. You'll never get his clothing. So he looks really cool. I'd love to pay him a lot of money to get a lot of stuff done for me. I don't think he's the one. I need to find somebody else who's actually interested in making clothes for people, not somebody that did it as an aesthetic and then noped out of the industry. Rod says, went well. Got the clock that spins every hour. A clock that spins every hour? Interesting. Everyone loved that. That's interesting. I'll hit you up for the details. Also, the music is so somber. Oh, the background. I mean, we're playing Omori. Yeah, for sure. What are you hitting me up with details for? Did I miss something? Did I miss another chat you sent? Didn't work for my phone. Hit you up with the details. What details? I will be there for the 7th anniversary. Cool. I stream that night, so I have to consider, am I going to break format? Am I going to not show to the anniversary? That seems kind of lame. What am I going to do? I have to, soul search. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. We're playing Omori tonight. We might as well start sooner than, well, it's already super late to start the stream, so let's get in there. Retro? Yes, here we are. We're gonna continue. The Instagram stream's already probably gonna die in 50 minutes. Can I fix that? No, I've already sent Instagram help requests. Please help me. And I don't know if they will. Instagram just wants to kill my stream in 1 hour. I don't know why. Posted it in Discord. The clock. Let me take a look. Oh, and the whole clock spins. Let me take a look. Oh, I see some spinning happening at the bottom. Oh, that's quite cool. Can I put this up online? I have a Discord window. Does this work? Damn, does not. How do I make this show up? There we go. That's how we do. Oh, this is awful. Why is this so cut funny? Oh no. Not the one I wanted. Where is your, there we go. That's better. Now it's also not in the vertical chat. Oh God, this is a whole mess. Window captured, Discord window. It's there. Let's replay it, because why not? So this should show for everybody. Replay! Is it? Okay, I think it is. I'm watching it do the thing. Yeah, I'm seeing it move in the south, in the bottom of the, yeah, look at this. This is really cool. It's like a dream. It's like very Alice in Wonderland. It's whimsical and neat. Cleverly designed. I appreciate that. Yeah. Heroes Troa. And welcome. Isn't that cool? I think that's badass. Very nicely done. It's simple, and yet it's a simple mechanic in a way that people don't think of. And when they're looking at the clock, they would not predict. You know what I mean? And so for that, I appreciate it. I really like when whimsical comes from, we have an idea to get across. You're not going to imagine or guess what it is. And once it happens, it's going to blow your mind. Obviously, complicated is cool in its own right, but I have a higher appreciation for things that are simple and mind-blowing that are complex and mind-blowing, if that makes sense. Like, can you do more with less effort? That's cool. That is more impactful to me. Yeah. 45 different songs too. That's really cool. Also, like, probably not a high level of work in modern era to have that many songs in the clock. It's just a matter of having the right storage set up inside the device. But it's something that people don't think of doing. Usually when you think of a clock, you think it has one tone that it plays at the half hour and at the hour, and that's it. So it's just sort of a shock and awe sort of moment that while it's not a meaningful amount of technology, do we have devices that hold, days worth of songs in our pockets? Yeah. But you don't think of a wall clock as having multiple tones. So it's context that makes it really cool. I love when you appreciate a game. I write those down so I can suggest other games.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Wookie, wookie, wookie.
Oz, being an adult, laundry is in and dishwasher is running. You all know what that means. That means this house is going to have clean clothes and clean dishes, as though there were adults running the household. And sometimes there are. And you can thank Oz for that tonight. Could I do a weird request? Sure. You're probably wondering who I am, right? Oh, I think we've already talked to her about this stuff. Yeah. So we're helping out. She's helping out Basil. And we find that Basil has something weird going on with him, and he's locked himself in the bathroom, and we cannot interact with him further than that. Adults, where? Right. Okay. We're leaving Basil's house, and to be honest, it's been a couple weeks now. I'm not sure. It's nighttime. I'm not sure what we're doing. Shouldn't disturb others this late at night. Okay. I'm not sure what... Oh, but this light's on. Can we bother them? They're the last house on the road. They've got a dog bone. Small bone. They got a scooter here. A sleek silver scooter. Fancy Face 2182 is Crimson's lady. It's true. Can we give her an SO? We sure can. I'd love to. Is she live right now? Let's give a shout out to Fancy Face 2182. Not live right now, but she was live earlier this evening, correct? Yeah. For those of you that know, Nico's long-standing friend of Strem, got me my current job, got me into streaming, all this sort of thing. And he and Crimson Dawn used to play games back in the olden days, mostly Final Fantasy XI. They met there, became fast friends, and were longtime partners in crime. And then Crimson dropped off. Nico started streaming. Crimson eventually came back and said hi, became friends with Nico's friends, including Oz and myself, and we've adopted him, and he's now ours. Sorry. We've taken him from the world, and he's now one of us and one of our favorite degens. And by proxy, his whole family, including his wife, who he and Fancy Face have both started streaming. And I'd love to see them succeed. If they're just trying to be hobbyists, fine. Help them have a fun and engaged hobby. If they're trying to make a business out of this, let's help them make a business out of this. Here's a shout out for Fancy Face, Crimson Dawn's wife and partner in crime. Wait, what? Oh, we got the name wrong. Okay. It's 2184. Let's try this again. Now it's working.
Back to game.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, well, that was a very short clip. Can we do one more? Let's try one more. Lots of Minecrafting.
I can't afford him. Plain simple, I can't afford him. But then again, I also give him things that he would not be able to afford either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that just sounded so wrong. I'm sorry.
Shout out Sound Echoey.
I meant that strictly in a PG context. I meant like I give him all of the love and the affection and the attention that he.
Yeah, I had to. It's coming through in a shout out channel and in the Roadcaster channel. I don't know why I have a shout out channel on this particular scene. Can I disable it? Shout out, shout out, shout out. Because it's coming through the Roadcaster, so it super doesn't need to come through anywhere else. However, I don't see it anywhere else. Oh, maybe it's in alerts. Oh, if it is, I'm in trouble. Because I don't know how to change that. Alerts. Shoutouts. Uh-oh. Oh, it is here. Oh. I think I wanted this to be here so that I could put it through other. I'll have to figure it out. It's going to be a whole other mess because I have it in shoutouts so that it will show up on my splash screens. Or sorry, in shoutouts. I have it in my alerts nested scene so I can have it on my splash screens. However, now it's showing up in the Roadcaster feed and the alerts feed twice. It's that's going to be a whole mess to detangle, but I have to figure it out. No, Troa. Thank you for asking for the shout out. She is worth a visit. I agree. Okay. There's a light on here, and I feel like that's important. The other houses, the lights were out, but this means something, maybe? Let's find out. Nope. Shouldn't disturb them either. Okay. So we need to, what, go to sleep? Are we going to the same house? Do I have to take Kel back home to his place? What exactly is our MO here? Kel's house should be down this street. He should be third house. I think this is Kel's place, and then I'm the fourth house. Is that right? No. Is this one not my house? All right. Am I lost? I may be lost. Wait, that one might be. That's the church. We do not need the church at night. Is this trash? Can we pull this up? We could not pick up the trash. This might not be my street. Because I think the street I live on ends in my house. So we might be one block too far south. This might be our street. Oh yeah, this is it, because I remember the church idol front yard there. So if we walk this way, I think Kel might whisk himself up to sleep. Here we go. Hang on. Wait, hold up, Damien. Okay, I will, I promise. God. I know it's been a while since you've been over at my place, but now might not be a good time. Why? Okay, well, we won't go there at night. Can we go sleep at my house then? Let's try. Hey, Damien. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I super didn't either. If you remember how we spent this day, which has spanned across 4 weeks now, I believe, we really didn't do a lot of, we didn't spend a lot of time with Kel. We took Kel out and explored the world, and then we found a lot of day jobs. We decided to do those instead. And Kel, to our credit, didn't follow us in those jobs. He said he was going to go find something else to do and did those things. And then we went and made money. And then when we were done getting paid, Kel came back and he's like, oh, hey, are you done with your little side hustle? All right, let's keep hanging out. So first day hanging out with Kel was mostly making a whole bunch of money. And then what did I do with that money? I gifted it to a grifter who was playing music outside of a supermarket. And I said, hey, go live your dreams. Use this money to travel to the big musician city. And blew all of our money on that guy. I hope that pans out. Because in video games, when somebody says, I just need a little bit of extra money to live out my dreams, you do that thing because when games tell you to do it, you do the thing. We'll find out if it's worthy or not. Sorry for all the trouble. Yeah, we did fight a lot of fights today, too, for some reason. That was a pretty crazy adventure, huh? Sure. I could tell you haven't talked to anyone in a while, but that's okay. It just takes practice. Obviously, I'm not doing that because Kel is doing all the talking. Anyway, Hero's coming back from college tomorrow, so I'm sure he'll want to see you before you leave. Also, my character, Lil D, Damien here, named after me because that's what I do in video games and it usually bites me in the ass when I do. I'm moving away in 3 days and this was day 1, so I have 2 more days before we're supposed to move away, and all of my old childhood friends are saying goodbye to me, starting with Kel. So, if you don't mind, I'll be coming back for you again in the morning. Good night, Damien. Sweet dreams. Okay, bye. Damien doesn't seem like the kind of person who has good dreams, though. I feel like I will have nightmares, especially after meeting Basil today and seeing the shadows. I'm hearing nightmare sounds. My whole house also looks like a nightmare, just gonna say. I do that in person in the ways I can too, but that just because I know good people when I meet them. Yeah, I agree. Okay, why is my house the creepy? I see a spider hanging there. Whispers emanate from inside the box. Love that. What are all these little bugs doing here? All the boxes are whispering? Do you still recognize your home? Says someone. I don't. There seems to be a lot of bugs in here. More whispers. More whispers. Yeah. There's red doors over there. That's creepy. Do we approach the red doors? Well, this door looks blocked. A giant spider web blocks the doorway. How lovely for us. I guess we're not going that way. Can we go to the kitchen? Yes, we can. Do we get our knife back? Yes, we do. Glad we got our knife. Can we equip our knife, please? Because I don't like not having a knife. Okay. A pretty sharp knife. It's been used a few times. Kel took our last knife, but for some reason, we go back to the kitchen, and boy, was there a knife there again. Lots of big spiders and insects that we can squish underfoot. Don't like that. All of our boxes are whispering at us. Something's squealed or screeched and ran away. All we hear are whispers. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate this. This is not what I want. I guess we go through the red door though. Oh, there's like an eye opening and closing there in the darkness. You all see it? I see it. We can't approach the red door, but we also can't go through the spiderweb door. So, do we go through this web? That looks like an awful idea. Nope, we don't. So I thought we approach the red door and we move on, even though I don't want to go that way. But no. So then spiderweb door? Because we have the knife, we cut through the spiderweb. I see. Okay. We cut through the spiderweb. Now we're deeper into the house. I see a glowing door over there in the distance now. Whispers emanate from inside the box. That doesn't even look like a box. We cannot approach that door. It is blocked. Do we use our knife to slice through this gooey thing blocking the stairs? I think we do. Knife. Knife. Oh. Well, it disappeared on its own. Knife to meet you, I guess. You see what I did there? All right, we're climbing the stairs. This place is freaky, creepy, dark, ominous. There's a big spider web. Also, the stairs are abnormally long. They should not be this far, this high up. Kara, cool, got to the stream just in time. Oh yeah, you got here for the good creepy stuff. Also, thank you so much for joining the TikTok pre-stream. I will be doing 2 more TikTok half-hour streams to unlock TikTok live streaming. Why do you need to stream 3 streams before you can stream real streams on TikTok? I don't know. They like to set quests for people. They obviously need people because I was disabled from live streaming on TikTok for years. I didn't meet the requirements, and they recently lifted like pretty much all requirements. So for them to say, yes, you can stream here, we've removed all of those hurdles, but you must pass these riddles 3 to stream here. It just feels weird. Like, do you want me to stream there, or do you want me to feel like I have still more hurdles to go? So I appreciate everybody who supported me on the pre-show show. Oh god, spider legs are encroaching. I heard a little scurry sound. Oh yes. Oh, that looked like a leg whipped at me. I am now shivering in fear. There's another leg. Lil D is very scared, and he keeps getting hurt, and I don't like this. And he will not continue up the stairs. He's wigged out. Come on, Lil D, you got this. Oh, come on, Damien Head likes the riddles. I don't actually like riddles. Here's the thing about riddles, though, and I've mentioned this before on stream, but I'll mention this for anybody who's new watching just tonight's stream. I like a good riddle if the person telling the riddle allows the answerer, the riddle solver person, to come up with whatever answer satisfies the criteria. In other words, you say, okay, here's the 3 premises for my riddle. My riddle is this thing cannot talk, and it follows you everywhere, and it stays connected to your heel at all times except in bad weather. And you say it's a dog who hates the rain, and I say, damn, okay, yeah, I guess that works. Or you say it's a shadow, and when it's cloudy, the shadow's not there. Okay, damn, that works. Then that's good. That's a good riddle. You've come up with premises, but you allow the person trying to solve it to come up with different answers. They've thought critically about how to solve it, and they've come up with their own way to satisfy everything. It shouldn't be just your answer. It should be anything that satisfies your logical criteria for the riddle. Then it's good. And then riddling back and forth is fun. But if you say, I'm looking for something else, I'm waiting for a different answer, there's something, what else could it be? And you're going to be really hard-nosed about it, but they've already figured out their own solution for you. Not fun. Not fun. And that's why I don't like riddles in games, because riddles in games are designed with code behind them so that there's usually just one answer they're looking for. And if you don't come up with the game designer's answer, then the game doesn't proceed. And so for that, and because I do a lot of game streaming, I hate riddles in games because they want you to answer the way the game developers decided the riddle. I want live discourse with somebody who's willing to concede defeat if I come up with something that they didn't think of, but it works. It satisfies all criteria. That's what I like about riddles. Real riddles. When mind of me is telling of you, Is that English? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble parsing that sentence. When mind of me is telling of you, does the answer mean truth? I don't know what that means. That does not sound like Damien English. I'm sorry. Sometimes people come up with alternative solutions which don't make complete sense. Yeah, and so for that, so there's a classic Sphinx riddle, and it's been used in a few games, and it's been used, I think, in a number of literary works, and I think it's always attributed to a Sphinx, and unfortunately, the canon solution, I feel personally, should be an alternative solution, because I don't think it's appropriate for the way that the riddle is written, and that is what walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, then 3 legs. And the answer is, spoiler alert, please cover your ears or look away for 5 minutes while I recant this ancient Sphinx riddle that's been used in a number of different intellectual properties. The answer for that 4 legs, 2 legs, then 3 legs is a human being. And why? Because human beings crawl on the floor, then they stand, and then they need a cane. But that precludes the issue that you've created a huge linguistic problem by calling a baby crawling on the ground a 4-legged creature when they're using their hands because they can't stand. Those are fucking hands. And when they're old and they use a cane, so you could call that 3 legs, the cane, in no language, in no civilization on the planet, is a cane called a leg. And so the riddle of 4 legs, then 2 legs, then 3 legs makes sense if you know the answer. Oh, it's a baby crawling, then a man standing, then an old person using a cane, 4, then 2, then 3. And if you used the words points of contact on the ground, it would be sanitized and sterile and scientific. What animal has 4 points on the ground, then 2 points, then 3 points? The riddle makes sense, but it's not pretty. It's not poetic. But using the word leg is fucked up and wrong. And nobody using a cane calls their cane a leg. Nobody watching a baby says, look at that baby's front legs versus their back legs. Those are hands and arms, right? We call babies who crawl, we still call them bipedal creatures. They just haven't learned. I find a lot of riddles that do that kind of shit, that sort of wordplay to deliberately fuck with people's minds. I consider that deliberate occlusion of the truth so that the riddle is harder to solve and that you have to ask for clues or have to ask for the answer because the person in question is using completely wild and inane definitions of words. They're mixing language like they're an insane person. Thank you for that. Thank you, Oz. Appreciate your face. And so for that side of riddling, I hate it. True. This game doesn't need hints. I do appreciate that this game so far has been pretty straightforward. Does not need hinting to get me through. Just making Damien open the doors. Yes, that part. I don't like missing critical content of the game, and if I didn't open the door and didn't experience this phase of the game, I'd be very sad, really. P.S. I've used a cane as a leg, so I disagree. But would you call it a leg, or would you call it a cane? You know, if somebody said, you've got a very pretty, your arm there, that thing that sense, or is that weird? Just played in different route through the game emerges. Yeah, I think it would suck. I think it would be a worse stream, right? I don't know about you, but I like to think I got 3 legs. Ayo, that's why we called Stuart Tripod. Oh, can we also, oh, yeah, it's gone. Okay, good. Myself. It might be me. Oh, it is me. It is me. It is me. I'm dropping frames and I have really low baud rate, which is insane because we pay for the good shit here. So I don't know why the baud rate's so low. I'm sorry that you might experience a very bad stream tonight. I have no idea why. It's not like we're doing crazy updating in the background. As far as if Oz is, I don't, hopefully not, but I think there should be no reason why the stream is so low on baud rate. But it is. I'm losing frames at an even higher percentage than that. So bear with me. It's not me. It's our ISP. And we pay them good money to give us better bitrate than this, but today's been a day. Well, so I don't know what's going on. All right, let's move Lil D through this absolute horror of his house further, shall we? So I had my hip bones broken in 3 places. When did this happen? And my actual leg broken in 3 places? Jeez. So my cane was a leg. I mean, yes, canes help us walk, but I still don't know anybody that would say my leg is broken and so my cane is my leg, or my crutch is my leg. Your cane's your cane. Your crutch is your crutch. They help you through it. We could even say cane in a greater meta category is a type of crutch. Trouble with substance abuse, but my friend was my voice of reason and he was a real crutch. We just don't call things legs much unless they really regularly hold us up. I use my arm to walk. Spiders in the foreground are getting huge. Or are those the background? Climbing the walls. It was bothering Basil. Bothering Basil. That sounds like a memoir. And now we're going to have to approach it, aren't we? Lil D is going to have to face the demon. What is this thing? And why do we have to approach it? Can we just walk away? I feel like there's probably... the game might actually support us just running away from this. But something in my heart... We're going to do just that. Hi. Oh, look at that. It disappeared and it's replaced by... My sister who passed away? Is that the answer? Oh! The whole place got spooky. Big jump scare. Lil D got very scared and sat down. And another creepy thing came up. And another jump scare. Whatever this thing is, it's freaky. If you're watching on Instagram, the stream may end in 15 minutes. It's not your fault. It's just what will happen. Afraid. I don't know what that means. I don't know if we should try to run or if we should try to fight. I feel like we should try to fight. Tro says I had a habit of getting hit by cars for a couple years in 2007. What was I doing in 2000? Narcissist. Both of us were a real wreck. Not a couple years. For 5 years? Jeez. I'm glad you're past that phase now. Let's live in a world where Troa does not get hit by cars, shall we? All right. We're afraid, but we're still gonna do... Oh, it's just called something. Let us attack the something, shall we? Do it. Oh, we got webbed. Something entangles Damien's sticky webs. Damien's speed fell. Care. Something's trying to talk to you. Okay. Can we guard? Calm down. Let's just not fight. And let's just chill. Calm down. Calm. Calm. I think fighting is the wrong answer. It did not make us... Oh, it did make us not afraid. We're neutral. Question mark, question mark, question mark says... This is getting nowhere fast. Huh, Damien? Who's talking to us right now? Who is this creepy monster? let us calm down some more. Just no mind through this. Oh, something bites Damien. You can bite me all you want. I'm just gonna calm my way through this fight. Obviously, I can't do damage to whatever this is. So we're just gonna chill. Bite all you want. Damien's speed fell again. That's okay. Don't think. You need to block out the little things. Who's talking to me right now? I thought it was this monster, but now it seems like a voice of reason and calming help. What's important? You clear your mind and remember how to focus, in all caps. Damien's next attack deals more damage. Okay. We'll focus. Focus, 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 focus. Damien focuses. Then what? Are we done? Hello? It's gone! And the stairs are actually quite short, as it turns out. And that bug disappeared. Interesting. People act... I don't know, but we're gonna save. Yes. Save in the empty picnic basket. Mom's bed. The mattress is too hard for you to sleep comfortably. That's a shame, because our bed is the most comfy bed, and the kiddos love to come and try to invade and sleep in our bed. Bathtub. There it is! It's still staring at me in the window, in the mirror, in the window. Creepy thing's still there waiting. Mom's to-do list. You don't feel like doing your chores right now. Do we go to sleep, or do we use our computer? I guess we can't use our computer right now. I think we're gonna go to sleep. It almost worked, but the problem was the drivers? Your bubble suit almost worked? Did you actually wear a bubble suit out in the streets? I mean, if it did any sort of protective good, maybe it was worthwhile. Very comfortable bed. Would you like to go to sleep? I think the horrors need to face my unconscious. Please let me sleep. Please don't let me dream. Oh God, I'm dreaming. Or something. I'm staring at darkness and freaking out, I think. Oh yeah. Look at him. Little D is just like obsessing over the dark things in his room. Oyasumi. Go to bed after a long day. Interesting. Oyasumi means good night in Japanese. So the game, while not in Japan or with Japanese characters, kind of has some Japanese influence. And where are we going? The white space again. Welcome, Lil D, to the white space. Why are we back in the white space? With the black light bulb. And why is our shadow so long? And why did it open its eyes? It's wigging me out. It's wigging me out. Welcome to White Space. We've been here before. You've been living here for as long as you can remember. Yes, but I also remember other things, so... Okay, well, I guess we're back here again. And we are a much littler D, I think. I think we are officially Omori again. Meow? Waiting for something to happen? That sounds familiar. A tissue box for wiping your sorrows away. A light bulb hangs from the ceiling wherever it is. Look into the light bulb, always. There it is. Beautiful. It's pitch black inside. You can't see a thing. Yep. Shall we look in our horrible sketchbook? Yes, we shall. I don't remember that first page, but it's been a while since we've looked in here. Lots of creepy Omori black and red pictures of awful things. Just awful. Yep. Every Everything in here is pretty bad stuff. There's that guy. Yes, I wore a bubble suit when I got hit again, though. It was just my shoulder that got shattered. Oh. Would you say the bubble suit helped? You booted up your laptop. Oh, boy. Oh, we're playing some Hangman. Collect the keys to fill in the blanks. Behind giant pinwheels. Beneath the trap door. Lost Pirate's Flame. Lying in a dark cell. Trapped in a pink cage. Holo frame faces. I don't think we've seen half of these things. Spending time with a frog, amongst other O's. Yeah, we'll probably eventually find all these things, but a lot of these we have not been to yet. And it looks like what we're spelling is... No idea. Yeah, I can't figure it out yet. It's too soon. The door? Shall we try the door? We'll try the door. We were able to leave the door. No, maybe not. A white door casts a faint shadow. I guess I forgot what happens when you click on the door. What would you like to do? Open. What happened? Are we able to leave? We're not usually able to go through the door, are we? We didn't have to do the stabby. That's cool. Oh, we're back in Omori land. Forgot that happened when you can go through the door. Omori, welcome back. See, Hero, I told you not to worry. Omori always shows up when we need him. Do I? Is everything okay, Omori? We were worried about you. Were you? Now that you're here, let's go out and look for Basil. I feel weird about this. I feel weird. I spent so much time being an adult. Now I feel kind of weird that we're back here again. I don't know how to parse through my feelings. He's counting on us. Be patient, Kel. We have to make sure that Omori is okay first. Or maybe you and Hiro can go yourselves. Does that mean Aubrey likes me? Come on, Omori, let's go exploring together. Just the two of us. Yeah, I got vibes like she just likes me. But that's weird because she didn't really react positively when we were older. I just feel so awkward about all this. No, I got bounced into a playground for very small kids, and the mom came running in to check on me. Oof. That sounds not great. Not great. Any injuries from that particular one? Hey, you can't leave us out of this. He's right, Aubrey. We have to do this together as a team. You never know when you'll need someone's help. We're stronger when we work together. Omori and I will be fine on our own. You'll protect me, won't you, Omori? I don't know that Omori's like the healer type. Aubrey's definitely the tank type. But a tank and a DPS together, maybe not so much. Ew, gross. Get a room. See, Aubrey does like him. Come on, Aubrey. It's time to get serious now. Let's go tell Mari that Omori is okay. Mari is, if I remember correctly, Omori's older sister. And when we're older, in the other world we were just in, she's gone. We don't know why. You know how she's always worrying about him. Okay, fine. We'll pause right there. Some people in the cheap seats are going to be taking a quick Twitch ad break for a few minutes, and then we will realign with them. There's so much darkness to this game, and yet some of the hardest parts for me is, well, I don't feel I was never, don't feel I was ever as troubled as the Omori character is in this game. Like, clearly he's shut in. He's got like weird, creepy visions of dark stuff happening to him. He almost never talks. He's got some issues. And he doesn't ever seem happy. When his friends are all happy hanging out together, he's like never happy. There are some parts of this that kind of like hit memories of mine. Like, I remember certain parts of my life like not going that well or having some real darkness compared to other kids, and seeing this like othering, how different Omori is from his friends, how they all kind of have like normalcy to a certain degree, and Omori's got like very disparate lifestyle compared to them. I do remember kind of feeling that way among my peers. In junior high and high school, I did find that the group of friends that I started to fall into, they were not my peers in my classes. And I think that's indicative of something. If you're not choosing the people you spend a lot of time with in your classrooms, then it's got to be for something else, right? And what I think was the case with each of them is their family life was different than everybody else's. They didn't have a well-off family. They had some major trauma. They mostly came from single parent backgrounds, and that's telling of something. The fact that a lot of us were single parent raised, and that puts a lot of strain on a household. And yeah, there's just, and we all seem to gravitate towards things that let you escape reality. Like, we were not interested in the normal stuff that popular kids were interested in. I think that was telling of something. Tro says collarbone and my shoulder broke that time. Oof. Ooh, that sounds horrible. But she took me home from my bike, then to the hospital. Wow. And she stayed till we were sure that I broke bones. The mom in question, you saying? That's very kind, but oof, that's a lot. 5 years of this happening. How frequently were you hit by a car? Was it like one per year? Or was it like multiple per year? How bad was your luck? That's a lot. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's go back to the story. I was just trying to have a little fun. Why does Aubrey want fun with Omori alone, I wonder? There are these weird tentacles poking out of the ground. Why? A single bean on a plate. Why? So weird. Photo of someone familiar. Would you like to make toast? Yes. Hey, it's toast. You made toast. Fluffy pillow shaped like the head of a girl. That's really creepy. Neatly wrapped present. A blender. There's the nod to Earthbound. Baseball and a baseball bat. Oh, can we check out the TV down here? There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. Stand By Me, right? I think that's also a nod to Stand By Me. Going out, Omori? Here is your allowance for today. An allowance? 750 clams? Holy... Thank you, Snake. Dad? Snake Daddy? Alright, we're back here again. And we're all level 10, and we're full on health, and we have 1974 clams out of nowhere. Akumu! The chills. It's happening. Akumu, how this still gives me chills, I don't know, but it does. I think there's just something with me and wolves that's endemic to me. Is it to you too? Does it give you chills, or do you just, it's just your intro, so you don't care? It was 1 per year. If I told my mom it was again, once per year. So 5, getting hit by a car 5 times, 5 years in a row. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Akumu, how's the fam bam? We miss you. Oz and I don't hold time what's the word I'm looking for? Like the distance of time since we've chatted or hung out or like played a game together. We don't hold that accountable to connectivity or closeness. And so, you know, if it's been a few months or if it's been a crazy summer, busy, we're still, you know, we pick up right where we left off. That's the kind of people we are. It's become a bit of a rarity now, so that's probably why it still gets you. I mean, it's true. Even if it were every time, though, I don't know. I just love wolf howls. I think there's something genetic, something deep memory inside of me that just connects to more primal things compared to some people that, you know, like the suburbs or like urban living. Troa says part of why I don't walk or ride bikes in Utah. Maybe it's just Utah had really crazy bad drivers. Yeah. Scary stuff. Okay. We were going to the west when last we were looking for basil and we stopped. We got stopped. And Omori got sent to a different era. So maybe we need to go west again and we'll find something different. We find a spider web, and now maybe he is not scared of spiders because we just watched him slash a spider web when he was older. Does that mean that now we will also slash spider webs? It's a good question. I don't know. I'm doing better. Was under the weather for a few days. What'd you have? Fiance has started to get whatever I have. Oh no. See though, this is a thing, and this happens in our household too. Let me finish what you're reading and I'll make this comment. And the little has school, well, technically later today. Oh yeah, same here. Which is so nice, really. It gives us time to reset and clean and do stuff without littles underfoot. I still have a day job, of course, so this is really up to Oz, but it really does help when they're both at school and there's like downtime to do whatever you choose to do and get that stuff done. And it's very freeing. It's nice that we have both kids in school. Whereas last year, the tiny only got into school the last 6 weeks of the school year because she was on a wait list. Pre-K is not guaranteed where we live. You either have to pay, or if you want to do it in the public school setting, like we couldn't afford to do the paid version, so we had to wait for the public school to say yes or no. We got put on a wait list, and we waited most of the year with no respite. But now they're in kindergarten and first grade, and they have guaranteed spots, of course. So now Oz gets that time to do what you gotta do. But our household runs the same way, and I think maybe this is just a... I feel like this is something that happens inside of the immune system, that there's a psychosomatic component to it. Oz gets sick. She often gets sick from the kids because they come home with nasty, you know, xenoviruses from the other kids at school. And then Oz catches it, and she'll go under the weather really, really bad for, you know, 2 to 5 days. And then as she's coming out of it, that's when my immune system will finally give up. Like, I go into complete bulletproof mode, iron sides, fort, whatever, like impervious, while she is sick and while the kids are sick. It's my duty to take care of everyone and make sure all the chores and all the needs of the household are met. And then once I see everyone start to recover, like, you're all doing better, you're all feeling better, you got your energy back, you're starting to recover, cool, I'm gonna get sick now. And then I just fall right into the depths of absolute, like, the worst sickness ever. But only after it looks like everybody's doing okay. I wonder if your fiance also has that same superpower. No idea what it was, just sore throat, stuffy runny nose, and lethargic. Sounds like, I mean, it could be anything from a cold to some sort. I mean, some people get flus, and it doesn't necessarily hit the way everybody's flu hits. It might just be chill, light flu. Confirmed Utah drivers are worse than Californian. Wonder why that is. I wonder. I see an eco. Well. Are we already done streaming? I thought you were streaming some Red Dead this evening. Some Sin County, my good sir. Are you already done with your stream? Hi, welcome. I'm surprised. I wonder if there's some sort of if somebody's put together statistics as to what areas of the world have the worst driving or have the best driving, and like why. Like at this point, we should be gathering big data and figure out what do we do to make drivers better in the shitty parts, and what can we learn from the places where the driving is like flawless, or not flawless, but you know, least incidents possible. It's like, okay, well, what are they doing, and how do we fix it for the rest of the country? I would figure, yeah. If I drive, no issues at all. So you're the best driver, Troa. Is that correct? Vegas and DC are worse. I've driven through DC. It was bad because of the traffic, but I don't remember the drivers being particularly awful at driving. I've driven in some really bad states before. I'll share my bad state stories, but first I'll catch up with you all. So Nico says California and Texas agree that Arizona and Florida drivers are the worst. I haven't spent a lot of time through Arizona. Arizona for me has always been a pass-through state to get to other places. Like I've driven to Texas to do stuff. I've driven through from California to Georgia on our move, but I've never spent time in Arizona much, so I don't have much of an input on Arizona. I've seen Florida, and I think Florida is a lot of different cultures squished together, so it's hard to say. Like if you're in Miami, it's a very different state than in Orlando. It's in a very different state than the Keys. It's in a very different state than the Panhandle. Florida is not a monoculture, so it's kind of hard to talk about. Where I used to go to visit family in Florida, the drivers were boring. Everybody was like slow and polite, but we weren't in a big city area either. Yeah. Akuma says, usually I'm the one dodging it all, though. He and the little get everything. So you are the one that holds it all together for the family. You have my superpower. Hold off getting sick until everybody else is well. Well, actually, this last time when everybody got hand, foot, mouth, is that the right order of the words? Surprisingly, I did not catch it. It's supposed to be highly contagious, and I spent the time when the kiddos were the most viral, I spent that time cuddling them and making them feel comfy and better, because Baba cuddles just seem to make things better. Now, that's a bad idea. I don't recommend it to anybody, but I also have this like conflicting idea in my brain. It's like, I know germ virality is bad. I should glove up. I should mask up and sanitize everything. And every time I touch them, go wash my hands with antibacterial soap, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I know what I should do to keep myself healthy. But I also know that when tinies really aren't feeling well, if you want to go the sanitary route versus the cuddly, comfy, I'm here for you route, it's just not going to be received the same way. And so I always feel like I'm willing to put myself at risk if it means good memories of I was willing to put myself in the trenches to make them feel better. And maybe that's dumb, but that's how my brain works. That's how my heart works. Like, I just wrap them up in a blanket and cuddle them and you know, stroke their hair, do all the things that make them feel nice. And if it's putting me at risk, whatever. I haven't walked in either of those places. Walking might be dangerous. Yeah, being a pedestrian in places with drivers is a very bad drivers is a very different experience than being a driver around bad drivers, right? I have in Vegas, they are very offensive drivers. I've been to Vegas twice. Both times I did not drive. So I'm trying to remember if the traffic was violent or aggressive. But I can't remember. I think I was just so focused on what we were going to go do that I don't really remember that part. The Teddy says I'm a very cautious driver and it drives him nuts. I mean, caution means you don't have to pay for repairs, higher insurance premiums. You generally spend less miles per gallon, less wear on your vehicle. If it means you get places slower, the Teddy's gonna have to figure that part out. I think it's better all around. The ones on Ultha don't bother with either of those. Ultha? I don't know what that is. Fiance got that from the little 2 last year. I didn't get it. Oh, hand, foot, mouth. But when they're done being sick, I still don't get what they had. Good for you. It's so weird. So me getting sick first is a new one. Ah, gotcha. So this one must have just gotten under your armor just wrong. Yeah, I'm glad you dodged that one. Did the fiance get that one really bad? Because when Oz got hand, foot, mouth, it hit her way harder than the littles. Her feet and her hands itched like crazy. She was using calamine. She was using oatmeal, colloidal oatmeal. What the fuck is that word? It was like yao shui. What's yao shui in English? Lotion. God, sometimes my Chinese just takes over and I forget the English words for things. Shit. Yeah. Looks like Instagram died after 1 hour, which we predicted, but it still sucks that it's happening. All right. We'll just kill that stream. And then she'd put all this like gooey medicinal stuff all over her hands, but then she didn't want to touch anything because her hands were all gooey, but she didn't want to wipe or wash the gooey stuff off because it was helping her out. So then she put on these latex gloves. So like places we were going, public places, she'd have these latex gloves on her, which looked weird, but it was like, you know, do what you got to do. Plus, if any of those wounds were open, she had the chance of infecting somebody else, which she super didn't want to do. So, but yeah, it was just so painful. And there were a couple nights where she was just like roiling in pain. And it was like, do we take like lots of pain medication? But if you take pain medication, sometimes that acts as like an inhibitor for the positive amino acids, hormones, proteins, or whatever to do their job. So, and a lot of, you know, doctors will say, take only as much pain meds as you need to get through the pain, but don't take a bunch because it reduces the rate of healing. So yeah, it was awful for her, way worse than it was for the kids. Yeah, my insurance is so much better than his, and he's with the same company. That says something, right? That says something. If he's paying such a higher premium, then obviously, you know, that speaks to, because insurance companies, they don't goof around. They don't just make numbers up. Everybody is on an actuary table. So depending on how you drive, your incidents, and everything that's happened in your life, they're going to judge that on, you know, a big data mechanism. They're not making decisions out of nowhere. Calamine, witch hazel lotion. Yeah, we also have witch hazel as well. We have witch hazel, calamine, colloidal oatmeal. Like, we're using everything for Oz. Lobelia, I haven't looked into that. I don't know that we have that handy. Yeah. Walking was painful for him, but he's only needed calamine and some ice packs to help soothe the itch. That was true for Oz too. Yeah, like the bottoms, the soles of her feet were starting to get some wounds, and it was hard for her to just like walk around. Just putting pressure was causing so much pain. He did struggle with it more than the little did. I don't know why that is. Why a lot of times I feel like when adults get things, it's not as crazy or not as bad, or you know how to take care of yourself, whereas littles just don't know. Like when you're feeling nauseous and you're little, you just like throw up on your own pillow, whereas adults can kind of like figure it out ahead of time. But for some things, like isn't this true for like chickenpox? If you get chickenpox when you're older, it's supposed to like really waylay you, whereas when you're younger, it's just like some itchy dots on your skin. And apparently hand, foot, mouth is the same way. It's like really awful when you're old. He definitely didn't have it as bad as Oz. Good. Could be immune issues. I mean, if you were, I don't know if you were watching Oz's streams part of the last like I guess in 2025, because we started to understand some things and come to some new solutions. She had some really bad cycles as well this time last year, and we started down this whole like medical discovery path, putting her on a lot of different meds and on birth control and on a bunch of different things to try to solve for probably like 5 different things that were going on with her. Everything from like really bad anemia to bad cycles to a bunch of other things that were happening with her. And we started to find some solutions to some of those things. I feel like it's been like 3 or 4 months since she's really come out of that in a positive space where her health is better, her sleep is better, her energy levels are better, her productivity is all better. But there's still some things that are like long symptom that she's still dealing with, and I feel like her immune system is part of that. Like it's lower than it could be. Yeah, I believe that. I know plants, and you have a book. We do, courtesy of you. And the kiddos know the book, and the tiny still can't read, but the little is now able to read through and learn some of that stuff now. Chickenpox as an adult is harsh. I'm in a scary space where I was mostly raised by my mom, and she did not really keep a strong history of things about me. She had a lot of stuff going on. Someday, maybe I'll talk about it all. But she doesn't remember when I had my first steps. She doesn't remember my first words. She doesn't know. She never knew. She's passed a couple years ago now. She never knew if I ever got the measles or if I ever got chickenpox. She doesn't believe I was ever vaccinated for those things because of reasons. And so if I ever get around somebody with measles, chickenpox, mumps, rubella, pertussis, like I'm a little bit nervous that me as a older person, I could get really seriously endangered from that stuff. I don't know what my immunity is. And I don't even know, are there tests where you could check that kind of stuff? Yeah. I don't know my medical history. She didn't know it either. Makes me a little bit scared. It's a kid. I didn't, I don't think. Okay. Use the damn book. We will. Kid says I had chickenpox twice and the vaccine as a teenager. What? I thought it was a one and done sort of thing. I don't build the antibodies for it, but can still get shingles. That's scary. Shingles is awful, isn't it? I have only known one person that I think had shingles, and it looked awful. I was scared and didn't want to be anywhere near them while they had it, because I didn't know if I had any immunity against that whatsoever. But watching them, it looked like real bad. They were an adult when they caught it. Yeah. Yes, you can test for the antibodies. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Maybe I'll have to see what the heck is going on inside. Measles and mumps will fuck me up. I was vaccinated for it, but the vaccine didn't take. That's scary. So even though your parents did the thing, you are as open and raw to that as you could possibly be, as though the vaccines never happened. Tests for susceptibility? I don't think so. Okay. So you could test for the antibodies, but maybe not for how susceptible you are. Serology? What is serology? It's a word I'm unfamiliar with. I'm going to try to cut this spider web because we just did it when Omori was... I'm using my own theories here. I don't know that Omori and Little D are the same people, but I kind of think they are. Little D just cut through a spider web, so I think Omori's going to be able to cut through this one with his special magic stab knife. Stab it! Hey, do you think Basil could be somewhere in this part of the forest? I do, that's why I'm here. Isn't this place filled with bugs and stuff? Yes, but we just faced those fears as an older person, or so my fan theory believes. Omori and Hiro don't do well with spiders. Hiro might still be scared, but I think Omori could do this. That's my guess. Spiders. Aw. I love how they mess with fonts in this game to give you a certain vibe. You know what I mean? Yo, Hiro, you okay? Huh? I'm just fine. Let's go see what Mari thinks first. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna go do that first. I learned this after a blood test during pregnancy with a little. Interesting. That's kind of serendipitous. I didn't think that they would necessarily test for that kind of stuff just for pregnancy, but maybe it's just that they have so much of your stats that they might as well check for all these sort of things. Or maybe it's that they improve outcomes of the child if they know certain things about you as the mother. Something like that. It's kind of nice to get that kind of information, is what I'm saying. Shingles is pain for no reason and brutal. No thank you. I think I'd rather just live my life not knowing what that's like. I had shingles at 20 when I found out I was pregnant. Oh no. Double whammy. Couldn't take the meds because of the baby. Oh. So the only thing that would have given you relief, you were barred from because it could have messed with the pregnancy. That's scary. What would it, I mean, do you know, did they say what could have happened to you? I think Mari is this way. Feels like lightning on your nerves. That sounds pretty awful. Like getting zapped or electrocuted kind of feeling. With scabs? 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 Wait, where is this? I don't think this is the right way to Mari. Now I don't know where the heck I am. Do you want to build sandcastles with your friends? Hell yeah, I do. This game's already got so many freaky points. Let's do something sweet, shall we? What the heck? That's a huge... It's like a whole city. Who made that one? Is that Kel or Hiro? I think that's Kel. Yeah? Aubrey's made 3 sand bunnies. Omori made a little kitty. His cat from the white space. And then the other person, maybe that's Hiro, made an actual castle. The only one who like followed the assignment. Oh yeah, that was Hiro. For sure. Okay. Are we able to we should oh, did you see that? Did you see the tentacles that came up on the screen as we came up here? Oh yeah, we're not ready for that place yet. That place gives us darkness. Dark vibes. We should do the assignment and find Mari. I super thought that the playground was this way. And now I am confused. Maybe it's south of here that the playground is. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Here's the playground. Okay, it's different. It is different. There's Mari. Yeah, there's stuff. Things have changed. Okay. I'll catch up with that in a second. Varicella is a weird little critter as viruses go. I've never heard of this. Stress can make it pop up. It can pop up just because my husband has developed an allergy to UVB rays and too much sun causes shingles to flare up. I mean, we all know the sun is a deadly laser, but that is scary. Is that what varicella is? Is it kind of like shingles from the sun kind of thing? Sounds awful. Scabs with shingles, usually because of the scratching. Oh, gotcha. So your skin gets so itchy from that like electric sensation that you end up scratching your skin open. I have a weird confession. I think I might have said this in a stream before, but if I haven't, I'm gonna say it tonight because you all should know. I have a scar on my hand, and it looks old. It looks like a childhood scar. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up on camera. See if I can get close enough to make this happen. It's right here. Can you all see that okay? I feel like it's not gonna focus. It's like a horizontal line right there. It looks like the kind of thing like, oh, you know, when I was 12, I played with a pocket knife and I threw it in the air and it like stabbed my hand. And then it made a scar. This happened last year. Last year, Moana 2 had just come out in theaters and the kids were big Moana fans. And so we went and saw it in theaters. And it's only the second movie they've ever seen in a movie theater. The first one was Labyrinth, which our local movie theater just showed an old vintage movie, like out of nowhere. And we're like, oh, Labyrinth, that might be fun for the kids. And it was fun. It's a little bit challenging because there's some dark and scary parts for little kids. But they ended up liking it and watching it several more times at home. And then Moana 2 came out and we watched that one in theaters. And while we were in the middle of the movie theater, my hand started to itch. Like what I imagined all of these different diseases, hand, mouth, foot, or hand, foot, mouth, whatever, that order of those three words, or just whatever itchy disease you can think of. It was just in one spot in my hand. And so I was just like watching the movie and idly scratching my hand. And I just kept scratching until it stopped itching. And then it would itch a little bit more and I'd scratch it some more. And I was so distracted by the movie, monitoring the kids and like, you know, just trying to have a good time and disconnect, that at some point as I was scratching, I was like, oh, what did I touch my hand with? I must have touched somebody's nasty food or dipped my hand in buttered popcorn or something, because like it feels wet right on the top of my hand, right there, right where I started to scratch that itch. I was like, ew, it feels wet, gross, wet and sticky. Like, what did I accidentally touch? What in this sticky movie theater? And then I realized, I realized at the end of the movie, I looked at that part of my hand that was so itchy. I had scratched my skin off. What I was feeling that was wet and sticky was like the plasma from my subdermal layer oozing up from this wide open, deep rivet that I had scratched open in my skin. And then it turned into a scar, and it's still there a year later, and it will probably be there the rest of my life. And so I decided to name my scar Moana 2 because I was watching a movie and was highly distracted and felt a real bad itch, and I scratched it until I made a scar. What a stupid superpower. What a stupid reason to have a scar on your body. Bodies are amazing mysteries. True. The scabs almost ate my grandfather's nose off for chickenpox, or for what? Scary. Oh, chickenpox is varicella. I just don't know these. Yeah, don't know the Latin names for these things. Lobelia extracts. Lobelia is also my grandma's favorite flower. Oh, awesome. Maybe we'll have to plant some in the yard and just have it on hand for witchery when we need it. Yeah, I still don't know why my hand itched so bad. It was just that one day. It never spread to any other part of my body. I didn't have any bumps or blisters or anything like that. And I don't know what I touched. I literally was just sitting in a movie theater, idly scratching a spot until I made a scar out of my scratching. So I was awful and dumb, and I hate it. Lobelia is pretty. Oh, cool. Then maybe it's worth planting. Hi, Mari. Look, Omori is here. Omori. Oh, big glomping hug. Do people say glomp? Or is that a generational thing that you all don't know? Stop disappearing like that. You know my heart can't take it. Aww. So there's still no sign of Basil? Where could he be? We're not sure. We've been looking for him everywhere and still nothing. I hope Basil is okay. I miss him so much. Yeah, I miss hearing him talk about all the stuff he's into. Like all the flower stuff. and the photo stuff and the art stuff and the reading stuff. Okay, Kel. My hair is so tangly. I miss when Basil used to brush my hair. Aw, that's very sweet. Omori, will you brush it for me? Do I get the option to say no? I guess not. Well, I miss when Basil used to remind me to wash my hands. Look, they're so dirty. Apparently, Basil was like the self-care guru of this group. That's very sweet. Ew, Kel. Kel, you should probably wash your hands anyway. Everyone, I know it's tough right now, but we have to stay positive. We should all try to be like Basil. Even when Basil is upset, he always manages to smile. Does he? So is there anywhere you haven't checked yet? Yeah, there's been a few places, but we went and lived as an adult for like, or not an adult, but like what? College? Pre-college? What the heck were we? Older kid for like 4 weeks. Well, there is a forest west of the stump, but it's gross. Oh, it's gross and full of spiders. Oh, that made him shiver. Ugh, spiders. Well, you know what that means. What you gonna do? Once again, it's time to face your fears, little brother. Wow, if it wasn't for Mari, would I ever accomplish anything? And that means you too, hero. Yeah, if you look at her face, she's definitely Omori's older sister. She's kind of like the same Omori style, eyes, mouth, or like all the same proportions, but feminized. Come on, big bro, you can't back out now. It's just like how it is with Omori. We're here to support you all the way. Yeah, you're right. I'm just being silly. Don't worry, guys. If anyone or anything tries to hurt you, I'll smash it out of the way. You can count on it. And don't forget about me. I'll always be there to help, too. Yeah. We could do this together. Let's go to the forest west of the stump. Lead the way, Omori. Oh boy. They don't seem confident at all. We are gonna save. We don't need to heal. Should we do a picnic first? Let's first talk to everybody in the playground, then do a picnic, then do a save. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah. Because we don't know. I see some black light bulbs, which means something. Quest, new quest, updated quest. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Is that a flower puzzle for me? Maybe Neb will finally notice me now. Well, you're welcome. Oh no, I said his name. Please pretend you didn't hear that. Thank you for the flower puzzle. Here's a gift in return. I picked a bunch of them earlier. Aren't they pretty? What did we get? What did we get? What did we get? A daisy from Daisy. I wonder when I should give this to him. So cute. Okay, we solved something. And as a result, we got a toy? Daisy? No. And important. No? A snack? No? Is it equipment? I'm so confused. Oh, it is. Heart plus 10. Wearer starts happy in battle. Could we give that to somebody with a lot of health, like Aubrey? She's got the Comet Hammer and TV remote. It's got to be a charm. So this gives 5 more heart than the TV remote, but less defense. We'll try it. And then the TV remote should go to Hero. Yeah? He's got the flashlight. Given the TV remote, 2 less defense. but 5 more heart. It's kind of the same story. I think heart in the end is going to be a little bit better. And then, is it worthwhile switching out these defense 2 and increases hit rate? Or more luck and a little bit of defense. Also increases hit rate. That might be better. The seer goggles actually sound a little bit better for him. Let's give him these instead of the binoculars. The luck might be better. And then Omori, what do we got? The eye patch, attack +7. We'll keep that. Pretty sure that's going to be better than like almost everything. A lot of these have a really high hit rate, but the attack goes down by a lot. And I haven't found anything that is hard to hit. Daisies, sunflowers, lobelia. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a flowery day today. Oh, these guys changed? They look weird now. I thought they were just kids before. Tonight's a perfect night for stargazing. Sure it is. The grass sure feels nice here. Want to join us, Omori? Yes, I do. I don't remember them looking... They kind of look like slugs or something. I thought they were just kids. Their faces look weird now, right? Didn't they used to just be kids down here? We're going to do some stargazing. The stars shine brightly overhead. You don't have a care in the world. Good, I think. Good for Omori, yeah. Eternal banana. Eternal egg there too. Hi, buddy. Yes, hello, valued customer. Welcome to my shop. Please buy something. Sure. Candy, apple juice, Jacks, a present, 100, inflicts anger on a friend or a foe. I think we're okay. Have you know I don't appreciate window shoppers? All right. Hold on, Bangs. You're gonna be A-okay. Who's Bangs? Browse. I remember you. Oh, you must be Bangs. Browse won't stop screaming in my ear. Sorry. Charlene, I remember you. Hello, friends. Hi. Building blocks. This is the mirror. Oh, it's just us. Okay. A floating mirror. Your friends smile warmly behind you. Yeah. Why is Omori not smiling? Oh, bye. Wait, come back. Joker Jazz. Peekaboo! Okay, hi. Nose is my best friend. She can't say much, but she's really smart. Yeah? Nose looks occupied. Burley might seem kind of insensitive, but it's really just a hard front. Sometimes you gotta spend time with people to see the real stuff. You could probably relate to that, can't you? I think so. I'll get to you in a sec. Oh, there's Neb, the puzzle person. I love puzzles. Okay. All right, there's a question mark. A light bulb over this guy's head. Another quest we're turning in. What's going on here? Hey, Van, come here for me. I think I messed up Van's voice. Van should have a lower voice. Huh? Did you want something, Burley? Yeah, stand right here and look that way. Okie dokies. Or okie dokes. Aubrey, come here. Are we doing the headbutt training again? Burley was the one that taught me that, right? What do you want now, Burley? Aubrey. Aubrey. What's with that sassy tone? Come on, we're best friends. Now, you see that big guy over there? I thought we already learned this. I know who Van is. Great. Go on and give him a good whacking for me. I'm pretty sure we already did this. What? Why? What if he gets hurt? Always with the questions. Can't you just do something without thinking for once? I feel like we did this already. Go on, smash. I thought we already learned like the headbutt thing here. That's for Aubrey, not you. Oh, right. My bad. I forget how to do the thing. There is a way to do this. Tag. Oh, tag, right? A Damien stream means my plants don't die. Thank goodness I went back to streaming again. Sorry about last night. You tagged Aubrey. All right. Smash. Smash. Boom. Okay, there. I did it. Now what? Do it again. Do it until I say stop. Jeez. Okay. But what am I doing exactly? No questions, only smash. This makes me feel very awkward. You're getting somewhere, I think. Come on, you can do it. Stamina, stamina. Oh, Van. How long do I have to keep doing this? Until I say stop, don't slow down now. Van, I swear, if I'm hitting you in the gonads. Help, my arms feel like noodles. Keep pushing, you're almost there. What am I trying to accomplish here? This feels very awkward. Van, say something. Will you have children when you're older? I think I'm gonna pass out. Please, just one more smash. Oh God. Aubrey gained 50 juice. Okay. What was that all about? Nah, nothing really. I was just bored. Wow. Wow. But honestly, this is pretty boring too. What? That's all? Hey, at least you got something out of it. I'm still bored here. Come on, Van. Let's play some tetherball. Okay, sure. I just don't get burly at all. That was very special. Come on, Van, put your head into it. Oh, Van is. Mikhail. Is that Mikhail? I'm gonna swing to the moon. Isn't there somebody? Sweetheart presents Sweetheart's Quest for Hearts. Riveting, says Sweetheart. 6 out of 5 stars, says Sweetheart. A Sweetheart production for Sweetheart by Sweetheart. Okay. Cool. Is this person still hiding back here? Oh, hi. You guys still haven't found Basil yet? You guys are such losers. Who's hiding behind a tree? Let me know if you find him, okay? I just want to know that he's safe. Okay, bye. We're gonna go do a picnic, which is this up here. Oh, we can't? Do we have to talk to her first? Well, hello there, Aubrey. Looking cute today. You always take such good care of your hair. So, do you need me to help you with anything? All it costs is your love. That's very cute. Wait, what's going on here? Marty's advice? Incomplete and complete? What is this? This is new, yeah? Give me advice on Basil. It doesn't look like Basil's anywhere in the vast forest after all. I wonder where he could have wandered off to. It doesn't look... Oh, same thing. Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep selecting it. Hector. Dang, Kel's pet rock Hector fell out of his pocket. Sorry, Kel. I'm not sure where he is, but don't give up. What kind of advice is this? She's not telling us anything. Whereabouts of Ducky Jr.? Oh no, Ducky Jr. is missing. I'm sure his parents are awfully worried about him. So, not advice. Hope to have helped just a little. I'll be here if you need me. You did not help even a little. Do you want to have a picnic with your friends? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was hoping to have this. Okay, we're picnicking. Let's see. There's Daisy. Then there's Nab. Then Happy. Brows. Nose. Wait, no. That's Daisy. What's you doing, Cal? Nothing. Just trying to remember everyone's names. You still don't know everyone's names? How could you? I'm sorry, okay? I just want to have a good time. We're all having fun here, aren't we? I mean, except the kids that you don't remember their names. Everyone's names are secondary. It's all right, Aubrey. Hero never remembers anyone's name either. It's probably a family trait. Right, because they're brothers. Older brother, little brother. Hey, I've been working on that. For some, it's natural, but for others, it's a learned skill. We can't all have a memory like Omori's. Wait. Does Omori have a good memory? Wait, are they actually making Omori's character after me? Somebody with a good memory? Interesting. Okay, are we done picnicking? I guess we're done picnicking. Okay. Let us save. Excellent, excellent. All right. Let's go up into the scary forest. Wait, we're cutscening. Why are we cutscening? What's going on over there? Oh boy. I've been waiting so long for this event. It's a delightful day indeed. What's going on over there? Oh, they're coming at us. Oh yes. At last, our glorious princess sweetheart will finally make her appearance. Oh my. I can hardly contain my excitement. The show is sure to be the most electrifying of them all. Oh dear, we must hurry. Our forefront row show tickets are right here. We are in for the time of our lives and must not be late. Okay. Now, which way do we go again? I don't know. Ah, we're fighting. Why are we fighting the moles? Who said we have to fight moles? Attack 3 times, hitting random foes. Let's do it. Random foes. Skill. Attacks a foe and becomes happy. All foes target Aubrey for a turn. Let's do that. And she attacks on counters. More damage next turn, increases hit rate. Attack based on his speed. Deals damage to all foes. Here we go. Hero. Acts first if foe targets hero for 1 turn. Reduce damage. Heals all friends. Let's just have him do a regular attack. I'm gonna head to bed. Gotta be up in 5 to 5.5. Honestly, if I were being responsible, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd go to bed right now and get the same amount of sleep. I will eventually be a much more responsible person. I will figure it out. But tonight's not the night I figure that out. I did get 11 hours of sleep last night. Akumu, have a great night. Give my love to the fam. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night. You just attacked me this one. Boom. I hit everybody on that one. Oh, you little sprouts. Oh, I got 2 of them. Oh, 2 are gone. That was fast. Call Omori, please. Oh, there goes another one. Dang. Your turn, Omori. Oh, Omori gave me juice. If it wasn't for the sickness, it's still passing and pulling all light. Yeah. I guess I'm not the only one that's bad with taking care of my sleep. I appreciate that. It makes me feel less the only one that's not good at taking care of myself. Have a good night. Sleep well. 72 experience, 8 clams, found tofu, found show tickets. That's not good. We just stole these poor little guys' show tickets. Hey, cool. The Sprouts dropped some tickets. Yeah, we're gonna go use them. Let me see. Oh, they're front row tickets for some kind of show featuring Sweetheart. Wasn't that Captain Spaceboy's ex-girlfriend? Yeah, it looks like some sort of contest or something. If we happen to pass by, we should stop and watch. Uh-huh. We do have front row show tickets after all. Well, all right. maybe we can drop by if we happen to come across it. And we're gonna. First, we're gonna go get back all of the juice we just spent, because we can literally come back here and eat the candy. You and your friends feel like new. All right. We got our juice back. Let's go to the spooky forest. I have high level of belief that the Sweetheart concert is going to be in the same area we're heading toward right now. That's my guess. Oh, spiderweb. Do we have the guts? You ready to do this, Omori? We'll be right here if you need us. Right, hero? Not hero. Huh? Yeah, of course. All right, Omori. Stab. Oh, lots of spider legs coming at me. Stab it. Slice it. You are no longer afraid of spiders. Look at this. Look at this. No wonder Damien Lil D is such a hero. He's so good at walking around like an old kid. Just because he faced all these fears when he was in this weird dream world. No, wait, he was still scared of spiders when we were just in the real world. I'm kind of confused. The timeline and what's going on in this game it's very confusing. But apparently we're now no longer afraid of spiders in the dream world. If this is the same person. Omori, thanks for taking one for the team. You're welcome. Guess we're gonna keep going then. New area unlocked. Let's do it. Firefly Forest. Firefly. Gonna get cleaned up and head to bed. Everybody say goodnight to Oz and wish her a good night. She's gonna get better sleep than me. Also, shout outs to the streamer of Oz. For those of you that don't know who this is, please go follow her on YouTube and on Twitch if you so wish.
What the fuck do you guys want? Like, what do you like? Like, what would you like to get? What can I send you for Christmas?
Yikes. Wow, that was intense. On second thought, let's look for basil somewhere else. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. I thought you were the one that weren't scared of this stuff. Don't be such a baby, Kel. There are just some spider webs here and there. Ah! There's a spider in your hair. What? Where? Get it off. Ah, just kidding. Look who's the scared one now. Huh. That's not very funny, Kel. I, one time in my life, went on a hike up a small mountain. A mount, if you will, or a... I don't know if mountain is the proper term. What feels shorter than a mountain? Like you could do it on a 3-hour morning hike and get to the top of it. And you don't need like climbing equipment. You could just do hiking trails. I don't know if you call that a mountain. I might call it a mount, but I don't know if that's the right word. That was such an old clip. It's 2021. Hey, I mean, you've been a, what's the word I'm looking for? Feature? Not feature. You've been around. You've been a streamer for so long. You're edified in the history and records of the world of streaming. A mound? Mound sounds like something that you get from digging a hole and then putting something in the ground and then covering it back up again. And then there's a little ridge left over. I don't know if mound is right. I'm gonna say mount. It was like a mount. And I climbed it. And it was early in the morning. And humans use these hiking trails, but not at night, because nobody wants to hike places at night when there's no like lights or paving or anything, like super dangerous to do that. So usually only hike during the day. And if you hike early in the morning, you're probably going to be the first one on the trail. And first one on a trail, and a lot of hiking trails, kind of just means like maybe you'll see wildlife. Maybe you'll be walking through more dew-covered, misty, foggy areas if it's early enough. Maybe it's cold because the sun hasn't quite come up and warmed everything up yet. But this particular mount that I was climbing was in Japan on the northernmost island, Hokkaido. And it was in just outside of the city of Hakodate. The place is called Hakodate, Mount Hakodate, I guess, in English. Mount Hakodate. And climbing it were along the walkway, the human-made pathway, which was very well cleared. It was very easy to climb. It was not tricky. There weren't hard parts. You just put one foot in front of the other, and eventually you're on the top of the mount. Very easy, very gradual. But the entire path was covered with bright, colorful, large spiders that spun very thick webs. The entire way up, it was spider-ridden. That was a spider mount, not a human mount. Those pathways were spider pathways, not people pathways. And the first person to climb up the pathways would claim them for people, but then the next night would happen and people would stop walking those pathways and the spiders would reclaim them back for them. And so the only way to hike that pathway is to have something like a big stick or something you could hold in your hand in front of you that extended past your hand. You don't want to use your hands because it'll freak you out. But something where you wave it up and down the whole time you're walking and break every spider web in your way. Sorry, spiders, that I did this, but the only other option is to break them with your body, which I wasn't about to do. And yeah, it's very scary. And it's an awful feeling, this creepy, wiggy feeling to break spider webs with very intense tensile strength and then walk past that area because you're always afraid like you didn't fully break it or like something was going to like whisk past your shoulders or the spider was going to get pissed and land on you or something. I didn't get bit. I didn't get any spider hitchhikers, but it was freaky. I also have an answer to Oz. Oh. Find a way to make someone else feel the beauty people say is a part of you. That's what I'd ask for my birthday. Oh, I love that. If she's already passed out, I definitely will impart that knowledge to her. What are these glowy things here? They are non-interactive flowers or something. Well, this is definitely off the beaten path. Let's try the beaten path first. Thank you for the lurk, Troa. I just fell. I'm gonna go lie down. That sounds like a great idea. Please take care of yourself. No falls. No more falls. What are these? Okay, you can't interact with those either. That looks like that's lootable. Can we open up the melon? You got chicken wang. I will gladly take your chicken wang. What is this? A minecart? Oh, it is. I guess we're just going. It is taking us completely through that screen. I saw lootable stuff. Completely through this screen. I see something special there. Oh, it broke. Wait, we're going backwards. Oh, that's not great. That's not what I expected to have happen. Never mind. I guess we can't leave. We can't stop it. Alrighty then. I guess never mind about that. We'll take the walking path after all. And I feel like we're going to be getting into some fights as a result. But at the same time, I also see lootable stuff. So it might be worth our while. Hi, bunny. We're going to fight the bunny. 2 bunnies. Hero is afraid of spiders. But we're fighting rapids. So that's fine. Well, it says Hero's afraid. So, new emotion. Not quite sure what it means. But we're just going to see what we can do. down. Oh, that really hurts. What the heck? These bunnies do a crazy ton of damage. Hopefully they die fast. Oh, Omori whiffed. Dang, Aubrey did crazy damage and still didn't die. Okay, these guys are way more powerful than I anticipated. But we do have a healer, so we can do some healing, although he will not, apparently. So maybe that's what afraid means. He won't actually do any special skills. That's good to know, because everybody's taking damage, but he can't heal mid-combat. But I guess it's okay. We survived. We got crazy experience, I think. 505. It looks like a big number anyways. You got granola bar. Plus, we can also use some of these consumables. It's another... Oh, just a single bunny. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hero's just not going to have a good time. Omori has officially overcome his fear. However, Hero has not. So you have one character in the group that's just like, I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, and he toasted. He completely toasted. I was not expecting that. That's a problem. I don't know if I have toast fixing things. Team Spirit. Aubrey got Team Spirit. Can we look at that? Also, can we de-toast our friend? Skills. Can we change that one out? Makes Aubrey and a friend happy. That's pretty handy, but... Yeah, let's try it. Might be worthwhile in the long run. Hero's back, actually. So maybe we take a look at our snacks and see what we can do to... Heals 5 heart? It's just... I guess eat it. Candy heals 30. Okay, these are all ordered. That's pretty nice. Popcorn. 9 out of 10 dentists hate it. But it heals everybody. And then these are the juices, so... use... Granola bar. 60? Yeah, use it. Yeah, it's fine. Might as well use the consumables. I never use consumables in games, so it might be worthwhile. You got a cherry soda. I feel like if you don't use consumables in games, you just never get the full experience. Okay, slash through this. And what do we have up here? You got a matchbox. What does that do? Is it a toy? I don't see it in toys. Is it important? It is. Oh, used to light candles. Interesting. Let me take a quick bio break. I feel like I owe it to myself. Can I put the stream on an ad break ahead of time? I know we just had one not too long ago, but if I can do one out of order, maybe we can avoid them for another hour since I'm already going to be on break real quick. Let me do this, this, and this. Looks like I can. BRB. Did I go New Yorker? I'm a New Yorker, ooh.
Remind me to have Gray do both his Jersey and Uwu.
Yeah. Free first aid. If anybody wants it, just behind this big tall boy. Ooh.
I see no tall boy.
Oh, wide boy, ooh. If you see a wide boy at the side of the road. I don't know what you do to him. I just wonder if you do, what might happen. It will.
No. Always assume that the pussy is alive.
Ooh, woo.
And you should vote for him because he's so great. What? Did I forgot my water? Hang on. I'm going to get my proper water because it's been a long time and I haven't had it on stream. So let's go to a BRB screen and let me properly hydrate. All right. Docking. I mean, doc. Playing is doc. Be healing.
Yeah. Like with my dogs, I address them the exact same way I addressed any other thing that I'm talking to. The lamp, the person standing next to the lamp, the person who the lamp was made out of.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah.
Disregard that for legal reasons.
I skipped something. Did you just tell us all that you and I was engaged in sword play?
Yes, only my sword stays in the drawer.
Wait, what? Wow. You heard it here on the stream first. You know, honestly, as somebody who's looking to turn this into a business, I would follow those kind of footsteps where I would just try to look for whatever maximizes my profits. Except I would hate myself at the end of the night. I would actually tear myself apart. I couldn't just take my money and like rub it against my face and feel better. So I've got to follow a different sort of policy for me.
Once again, rage bait works.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still engagement, whether you fucking hate it or you fucking love it.
It's true. Well, if you ever see me raging 5 years from now, I'll tell you today, a tacit agreement. I did it for the money and not because I'm actually a ragey person. Really like the piano stings of like you're doing fish.
It's a fish. And it stinks.
Dogs love fish.
Ugh.
Maybe.
I'm not picking it up with my bare hands.
I heard bare hands. I think we're gonna need to look for some.
I can smell it from here.
Just save again. I feel like it. Oh, we can't. Okay. Good thing we saved before we got here. Welcome back. Okay. Where we last left off, we're all feeling okay. We got matchbox for lighting candles. For some reason, we might want to light candles. What's going on? I see a lot of spiders over there. And a candle. Can we light this candle? Also, it looks like somebody's got a quest over there. Maybe a quest we've already... Oh! Spiders like the candle. Cool. Oh, God. Oh, God. We got sucked up by the spider and returned back. Can we do that again and quick talk to this person faster? Candly. I can't find my teddy bear anywhere. The last time I had him, I'm pretty sure I was wandering through a big pink castle. If you ever find him, could you return him to me? Sure. I bet he's really lonely. Sure. Oh God, here comes the big spider again. Can we do more in this area? There also seems to be a pathway down below. Hack. Run. No. What is our MO? Okay, they got the web re-webbed. So what is our MO here? Stand on this. Oh, we got a wooden track. That must have been our goal. I thought we were gonna stand on it, not grab it. It's kind of confused. Can we look at the wooden track? Pocket. I guess it's important too. Wooden track. Can be used to complete railroad. Oh, got it. Got it. We broke the railroad broke over here. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight our way there though. Oh god. You're upside down and that makes me nervous. Sprout mole? You seem to say. Oh, we're not scared. Why is Hero not scared right now? I don't know, but Hero's not scared. So let's do the thing. Sprout mole. Oh, these guys don't hurt as bad. Those bunnies hurt a lot and made me very scared that we were a little outclassed. Well, there's Hero level 11 because he died the last fight. I want to open that melon. You got fries. Cool. Can we fix that track without fighting that thing up there? The railroad track is missing a segment. Do you want to set down a wooden track here? We do. Are you going until 3 tonight? I feel like no. I kind of want to have more sleep. I know I got a lot of sleep, but that doesn't mean I don't need some more every night, literally every night. So I feel like I want to end sooner than 3. I hate to say it because we skipped last week's Omori stream, but in order to be my best daily, I should prioritize better sleep every day. Work stress, I'm not sure if you want to get only less than 3 hours. Not really. Super not really. Yeah. Hey, all right. So the track's laid. Let's back out of here and actually use the minecart that we just fixed. And maybe don't fight the bunnies. Oh, the bunnies did not aggro us. Good. You skip a you're a person and you need to take care of you. I'm hoping everybody understands that. I still feel hesitant to give less than my all, but if I keep giving my all, there'll eventually be nothing left to give. So cutting early actually sounds amenable, even if it sounds like I'm letting people down. Is there a hidden melon over here? Hidden melon. Your community cares about you, not just the game. I guess. That's gross, though. It's super gross, you guys. Probably cut it out or I'll vomit in my mouth. Just kidding. I like that you care about me. I care about you, too. I do try to do better, more self-care recently than I have in a long time. There's a Mahdi down there. Oh, well, the track broke again. So maybe we need to go say hi to Mahdi. Hi. This place is really overgrown, isn't it? You're all so brave for going to this forest, and you literally did it before us. Either that or you teleport around, or I don't know how you do this. No, Damien just means the world is worse for a while. Oh. See, that just makes me want to have more of me out there, to my own detriment. There's even an old minecart running through here. I wonder what it was used for. I don't know. I'm gonna eat some of your candy, though. Oh, never mind. Ah, yes. A single block of tofu. Would you like to eat some? Sure. It sounded crunchy, like old tofu. You and your friends feel like new, even though the tofu wasn't new. Can we do a picnic here? Hell yeah. Cutscene. I'll take every cutscene I can take. How are you handling your fear of spiders, Hero? Breathe in. Breathe out. You're doing great, Hero. Keep at it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Omori used to be scared of spiders too, but look at him now. Not even a flinch. Yeah? Look how brave he's being. Is he? Wow, so brave. Seems kind of condescending now. You keep saying it like that? Yeah, so brave. Yeah, this feels weird. if everybody kept saying, yo, D, you're so brave right now. You're doing so good. I'd be like, this feels weird, man. Okay, that was the end of that. So brave, so brave. Yeah. No, we just did that. I needed this one to save. Save. Okay. We've saved. We need another piece of track. Why is there a mirror right here? There we are again. Floating mirror. Your friends smile warmly behind you. But why? Why is that there and why do we do that thing? Makes me feel awkward. I saw another hidden melon. You got cat ears. Oh, hell yeah. They seem like an Aubrey thing. Yeah? Charm? Gives you cat-like reflexes, big speed, big defense, but less heart. What the heck? Let's try it. Anytime I get new equipment, I feel it's got to be better than old stuff. Yeah? I think. Let's find that piece of track. There's got to be track here. I see spider webs and a candle. I'm pretty sure we're going to find track. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh, no, it's there. I see it, but it's so far away. How am I supposed to get there? Okay, I think I need to go to the right. These are interesting puzzles. If I do that and then go this way, yeah, I think that's the way. Oh God, open thing. Oh no. Go, 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 get it. Damn. That was way too slow. That's gotta be the way though. There's no way we can cut through this, could we? It looks like there's a gap, but kinda not at the same time. Okay, we slice through that. Slice through that. Come on. Come on, get it. Okay, so slicing through the spider web seems to pause the timer a little bit. Because I feel like when we didn't slice that middle spider web, we ran out of time sooner. Like the animation pauses the timer, something like that. I feel like that's the case. It just might be good to know in case there's more of the same type of puzzle to be had. It wasn't necessary previous, but here I feel like it was. All right, let's fix this. Yes. Set down the wooden track. And yes, that means backing up and walking through this area more to get back to the minecart. But I think it's important because I think what we're going to face is like an area where if we're not on the minecart, it's going to get too dangerous, too dicey. It's going to be a bad time. So I feel like fixing the minecart track is a good idea. The timer probably just pauses during the slice animation if I had to guess from a programming standpoint. That's my guess too. And I think that they did that on purpose with the placement of the spider webs so that as you slice through them, it grant you just enough time. Whereas I took another path where you were able to bypass one of the spider webs and it gave me just not enough time. So it's like they knew that you get a little more time from the slice and they baked that into the way the layout was for the run. That's my guess. This works too. All right, let's go. I have a feeling things like this usually work in threes. So I have a feeling we're going to face one more minecart hole. If it was just two, I'd be kind of surprised. Oh, we're going fast. So fast. So fast. Oh, yep, there it is. There's break number 3. It's just like jokes, right? A pope walks into a bar. A priest walks into a bar. Then you need a monk walk into a bar. You know, things come up in threes. People like threes. You got present. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're an enemy. I thought we were going to be friends. This guy's not a friend. I thought we were going to talk. Oh, no. Rare bear? Uh-oh. I feel like we got to do something about this bear. Deals damage if the foe is angry, greatly reduce its attack. It looks angry. Axe first, reducing damage taken from one turn. We do counter. Damage to all foes. No. Just damage one turn. Run and gun. Let's do run and gun. And then you. Let's just do a regular attack for now. Oh god, this guy's gonna kill one of us right out of the gate. Oh, he did! One hit. One hit toasted my tank. Ooh. Okay, well, Rare Bear's attack fell. But I don't like that. One of us toasted immediately. Rare Bear only has a third of its health gone. Oh god. I tried the laptop. Then why friend shaped? I know, right? Why friend shaped? Mock. It's still angry. I can't do any. I don't have any res ability, I don't think. Starfruit juice. Lemonade, banana smoothie. No, we don't have a thing for her. There's like a special juice for rezzing people. Yeah. Okay, well, nobody else has taken damage, so just attack. Oh. Took half damage. So as long as we keep doing that attack where we reduce its attack, that one. Oh, attack can't go any lower. Okay. Keep doing mock. And you actually heal yourself. No, he's toast before he could even heal. Oh my gosh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble now. You have no more juice. Lovely. You have enough juice for another running gun? You do. Morty took big damage. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Morty readies the blade. Oh, whiffed. The attack whiffed. I don't love that. Flex. Deals more damage next turn, increases his rate. I don't like that. Just attack. Try to kill it fast. Oh no! Kell's almost down too. Oof, 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 oof. Don't whiff. Don't. And when he whiffed again. We're in big trouble now. Yeah, there goes Kell. Kell is toast. And what do you actually hit? And what he walks forward? Rare. Oh. Rare Bear just did a bunch of accidental, or yeah. He thinks this is feed the bear, but it may be me. Yeah, I feel like we are feeding the bear. Shit. Do it. Kill it. Kill it quick. No, it whiffed. Oh, we're dead. We're super dead right now. Oh, Rare Bear didn't do anything. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Quick, quick, quick. Don't whiff. Wow. I cannot believe we beat it. Only Omori got experience though. 650. 50 clams. Oh my gosh. For what? For why? Mush. Hi, Mush.
Hello, stranger. I am Mush, and my lifelong dream has always been to be eaten and enjoyed. Will you finally grant my wish and eat me? Sure. Oh, thank you, stranger. You don't know how grateful I am for this.
I don't. You got Mush. Pocket. Snacks. Mush. Can't wait to be eaten. Makes a friend slightly stronger. It's weird. Sure. I'll give you to Kell. Mush was full of excitement as he was being chewed. Mush grants 1 heart, 1 juice, 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 speed, and 1 luck. Great. Congrats. I'm scared to continue forward. You're afraid of drowning. Oh yeah, I'm still afraid of that. Okay. Pocket. Snacks. Granola bars. Oh, we have like a heal all, don't we? Somewhere in here. Fries. 60 to all friends. Popcorn. 35 heart to all friends. Let's do the popcorn first. Use that. Use on all. Yeah. Bears eat more than we do. Yeah, I think they do. Okay, everybody's feeling a little bit better. Hero then also has a skill because he's got some juice on him that we never got to use. Snack time heals all friends for 40% of their heart. Do it. Do it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay, we're all feeling a lot healthier. We could probably get back to Mari to get our snack or our picnic on. Let's first attack the potted plant because I have no idea what this guy is and I'm scared. Come on, potted plant. Die, die, die. Ow. Oof. Aubrey hurt big time. I don't want to find out what the potted plant does. I just want it to die. It did not die. Oh my. Okay, 4 people's attacks and nothing happens to the plant yet. But we're also gonna... Oh, we cannot heal. Our one healer is too scared to heal. Bug Bunny feels happy. Great. Okay, good. The potted plant's done. The bunny's already used his turn. We're doing okay. Let's attack that bug bunny. Oh god, Aubrey's already toast again. I don't like this. We're toasting a lot. That means people lose out on experience too. We found tomato. Can we heal? What's the tomato? Tomato heals 100 heart and 50 juice. Oh, dang. Good stuff. Ramen. Oh, we have a lot of ramen. Let's use 1 on Aubrey. That does a lot of heals. Okay. Don't know where our thing is hidden. You know what? Let's go heal first. What is this? Can we interact with it? Nah. I know we got Healy Dealy right here, so let's just interact with this first. It just makes sense to have, as opposed to use all of the... We shouldn't have even used that ramen, to be honest, because I knew this was right here. That's fine. Yes. Yeah, I'm promising everybody better health, and that does mean that I know I started stream late. I know that's gonna be like... It's gonna suck that I might end stream early. Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Ooh, we dodged. I even, like, goofed up there in the middle. I do want to stream until 3, but I also super don't want to get only 3 hours of sleep before getting the kiddos ready for school tomorrow. So I feel like I'll probably go for another, like, 10 minutes or so. I really wanted to start stream a whole heck of a lot earlier tonight. But, yeah, 3 hours of sleep, and then the way my day job has just been, like... It's been really, really bad. The fact that I got to streaming tonight, I'm happy that I did. I wish it was a lot sooner. I wish I could stay up the full time. But I will kill myself. The beginning of the school year too, especially while we haven't quite figured out what our schedule is supposed to be and how I can get better sleep. for me to get 3 hours and then do a full day of incredibly stressful things is chaos. So we're still figuring things out. There's still a couple more loose variables that I have to tie up in the next week or two. So I have to figure some shit out. So I will try to make it so we get more and more sleep and more stream. Yeah, it'll happen. You need that sleep? I know. I also still want to get, closer to, the 16 hours that I used to do of streaming every week. And at this phase of my life, I'm just not sure how to do it. It won't continue. I can tell you that. This phase right now that we're in right now, it will not continue through the end of the school year. There's some stuff to figure out. So yeah, we'll try to make it happen. No, if you need to go, it's fine. I'm still gonna stay for a bit. I'm not gonna go immediately, but I am warning you, I'm not gonna go till 3. Your schedule may need revision if you're gonna be okay to you. I know, here's the thing though, like, for me to get like the full 7 to 8 hours that they recommend, like that doctors recommend, I don't know how to do that. Frankly, I don't know how to do that. There's no way I'm gonna stop the road toward content creation now. There's just no way. But I cannot quit the 40-hour a week plus day job. And right now, it's heavy on the plus. Ask Nico. Nico's in the same company I am. Ask him how many hours a week he's working. It's not 40. We're both pulling a whole hell of a lot more. And neither of us is getting our full stream time in, our full time with our family or significant other. Like, it's just been bad for a while for both of us. And anybody else that works in our company. It's been shitty. And we're looking for ways to do something else, frankly. Yeah. I can get cranky. It's possible. Do not test it, though. All right. Where's our way around the thing that we're stuck on right now? Uh-oh. This web is too strong to be cut. Oh. That's ominous. Why is that? I can cut this one. Hi, little guy. Oh, you're not my kitty. You are not my kitty. Oh, no. All my friends are trapped. Okay. So you can't cut the web, but you can cut their webbing. And we can't get caught by kitty. Oh, my goodness. All right, how do we do this? Run to the candle. Run! Light that candle. Go touch the candle, buddy. Don't follow me. Follow that candle. Oh, there's another candle. Oh, touch the candle. Ah, go, go, go. Do not hit the wrong thing right now. We're in trouble. Run. Why are there so many kitty spiders here? I feel like I have to do this like perfectly. Oh God, that was not perfect. We ran right into the kitty. This is not the right way, is it? Oh no, this is absolutely the wrong way. Or is it? This is different. Oh God, light the candle. Oh, who was that? Hi, buddy. A stump. And why did we get all this way to get to a stump? I don't know. We're gonna go this way though, because I feel like this is special and secret for a reason. Oh, who's that? It's the person we were chasing before we turned into an adult. We turned into an adult or an older kid or whatever, old kid. Chasing that person. I think you got magical bean. What's that do? Is it important? Magic bean. Wait, I don't see it here. Is it a snack? Magic bean. Is it important? Magic. What the heck is it? Oh, is it an equip? Magic. Oh, it is. Wearer starts battle with a random emotion? And it gives you hit. We could try giving it to Kel. No. He's got crazy hit with the seer goggles. I'm okay. That one feels weird. This lamp was lit recently. Okay. Oh, what? I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why I tapped on that tree, but I definitely wasn't expecting a secret area. Oh God. Hello. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Hi. You don't look like Mari anymore. Oh God, was this thing Mari the whole time? Daddy Longlegs. Welcome to the Lost Forest, where you find things you never knew were lost in the first place. Or perhaps they're forgotten for a reason. Thanks. That's great. Sure looks like there's a whole lot of caves. Tree caves here. Lots of tree caves. Oh, this is probably not great. Oh, it's him again. Let me guess, you just say the same thing. Okay, I don't think we found the way through here. But it seems like maze. It's either maze or one of these is the right path. Oh, that's different. Oh, there's a dark kitty over there. I suppose we all hold secrets. No matter how lost or how deep down we bury them, they find their way back to the other side. Yeah. They do. Oh, boy. Hi, bunny. Oh, that bunny's not a friend. Oh, God. These are ghost bunnies. Lost juice. Ghost bunny floats in place. Yeah, you just keep floating. I don't want to fight ghost bunnies. Oh my, how much damage are they gonna take? Okay, not terrible. And they didn't do damage because two of them floated. Float in place. Lost juice. Okay, they help us lose juice. Not help. They hurt by making us lose juice. For the most part. But we're making them lose juice too. Alright, they survived. Okay, yeah, we're just losing the juice. That's okay. That's not the worst. I guess that's what ghosties do. That makes sense. In a gameplay sort of style, I could see ghosties flowing through you and not killing you, not hurting your physical form, but hurting your will to do special things. Well, at least everybody survived. Learned Lucky Slice? Can we talk about Lucky Slice? What else do we have here? Mock, I actually really like that one. Hack away, stab. That's only if we're sad. What does Lucky Slice do? Acts first, an attack that's stronger when Omori is happy. I'll stick with stab. No enemy is gonna make me happy, probably. Okay. Oh, feels like we're in a new area. Trying to lose yourself? Or have you accomplished that already? Brain recovered? Excellent. Either way, this is the right place for you. Perhaps that's why you've come here. To finish the job. Finish what job? Run. Do not let the bunnies attack. Oh my. What is that over there? Is that a lost thing? Talk to me, Daddy. Usually we tend to do things we want, as opposed to things we say we do. I've never been one for wants. I'm more of a need kind of person. I suggest you look for the exit before your needs become more apparent. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna take your pearl. I'm gonna check to see if it's an important item or a toy. It's a toy. Pretty calcium that's used in jewelry can be sold for clams. So I just sell this. I literally came here to get clams. Things for clam. Okay. Average Cuber. How's it going? Hey, it's you again. Welcome. Win YouTube algorithm. Well, thanks. I consider that a win. I feel like the YouTube algorithm's just like really bad for lives, and it really pushes people who are like on that shorts game. I want to get to the place where I'm doing publishing more short videos again, but my day job is just kicking my ass. So I appreciate anytime the algorithm's like, hey, go watch somebody's live without having me publish a short every single day to push me up the algorithm. I'd consider that a win. Shit. Do we go backwards? You're still here. Must have either given up or you have fully embraced your fate. A confession, perhaps. But I'm not the one to tell. What does it mean? What do you mean? I don't know what they mean. Are we actually moving places? There was a boy wandering around here before. Very similar to you. Was it the Shadow Boy? He went into the darkness and never came out. How regretful it must have been to never find what he was looking for. Be it regret, defeat, or confusion, no one will know. What up, Avocado? Avocado, thanks. Bro, it's 2 a.m. for you. Please don't overdo yourself. I know. Here's the thing. I started stream late, and so I do want to stay up late, but I don't want to stay up till 3 because I have to wake up at 6, and that would only give me like 3 hours. But if I want to sleep right now, I'd still only get 4 hours, which isn't a whole heck of a lot. But I kind of want to get through this area because it's a maze, and I just want to do it. I will do this thing, and then it will save, and then we can call it a night. I might have nudged there. I appreciate your face. Wait, might have nudged where? Oh, on YouTube? If you did, thank you. I've seen lost and I've seen blind, but the combination is unsettling. Perhaps you're hiding away from the right way. What does that mean? Go to the right, perhaps? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh no, this is the same thing. Morals are lost on the wicked. How does one define malice without intent? Why do you continue down this path when it's most certainly not the right way? Okay, I will go not the right way. I don't know. Oh god, looks like the same room. There's an old saying about wasting time when living a life that is not your own. Dreams can feel like that. Like this forest. Lost. I don't want to stay lost. I just don't want to fight those bunnies, though. Can't fight bunnies forever. They drain your juice. Sometimes when we hide things from ourselves, we create different truths and eventually forget our way. Have you found yours yet? Or are you still lost? Believe me, sir. I'm still lost. I don't know the way through. Forget all you will, or try to. Darkness manifests whether you are aware or not. Hide the inhabitable behind ignorance and watch your lie fall. What does that mean? Hide the inhabitable behind ignorance? What? What do you mean? What does all that mean? You listen to Tyler's newest album? I have not. Just like 1 or 2 tracks. And I love what I've heard so far. I just haven't spent time catching up on him, but I really want to. Have you listened to the whole album? What's your take? The darkness surrounds you, and it is a terrible thing, but your truth has guided. Has it? I feel lost. What do you mean my truth has guided me? How much longer can you keep it? I don't know. I feel lost. We're back here again. Last time we went up. Darkness surrounds you. The truth. Oh no. Okay. He's finally looping. He's finally starting to loop. I say we just go where the bunny is. Oh yeah, that led us to a new path. Oh god, if I mess up now, I'm gonna be really mad. Okay, he's saying the same thing. Shit. We should always go where the bunny is. That's what I want to do. That's my strategy. Find the bunny, go the bunny path. It feels right. It feels right. There's a stump. Okay, we can't direct with the stump. Never mind. And he's just saying the same shit. So, okay. I think it's follow the bunny. So far, new room every time. Follow the bunny, new room every time. And he keeps saying the same thing now. So this feels... Uh-oh. Shit. Bunny led me to a dead end. Now I feel like I'm in trouble. Though, there's only one path. So maybe this is the way. Pretty solid album in general. Excellent. Is it one of those mazes where you have to walk around in random directions trying to find your way? I don't think so. My guess was follow the black bunny, and it seemed to sort of be right, even though the bunny does seem to do some wandering. If so, have you tried going backwards? I hadn't tried going backwards, though. But I think following the bunny was the secret. That was just a guess, too. There was nothing in the game that gives you a clue that the bunny was the right thing. What I felt like is once you get into a fight with the bunny, you realize the bunny is an enemy, and so you're adverse to moving toward it. But unlike most other enemies in the game, shouldn't say every other enemy, unlike most enemies in the game, when you get close, they aggro you when you get a certain range. The black bunny did not, which made me feel like as long as you kept moving into the black bunny's space and then into the path past it, it was kind of like facing your fears, and you weren't immediately thrust into combat every time, which might make you feel like you were doing the wrong thing. Because there are a lot of games where if you're trying to solve a puzzle and you end up hitting combat, the solution, it feels like you're doing the wrong thing because the combat feels like punishment for choosing the wrong way, right? Like you have a left-right path, you choose the right path, you get into a fight. It makes you feel like, oh, that was the punishment for choosing wrong. I should have chosen left. Whereas this, you can skip the fight by just walking past the bunny. It doesn't aggro you. And it's the only thing that makes that path different than the other paths. The other path, there's only one bunny per room. So if you choose the path that has the bunny, it's one, the most unique path, and two, your most disincentivized direction because you don't want to accidentally fight the bunny. But because it won't attack you if you don't push on it, you're safe. That was my guess, and it seemed to be correct. Yeah. Do you remember the Secret of Mana Forest shtick? I remember there's a forest in Secret of Mana that had 4 iterations. It was 4 different seasons, and each season was connected to 2 other seasons in sort of a rotation. Is this the area you're talking about? And you didn't have to guess on that one because there was an NPC that told you the secret. It was something like... what was it? Spring, summer, fall and winter, spring again, and we can enter. Something like that. That one had at least a puzzle. I mean, I don't know that it was a puzzle. You had to talk to an NPC and then you had to do the thing that the NPC told you to do. I wouldn't call that a puzzle. Do you have Roblox? I do not. There's a couple horror games and stuff that I think you might enjoy on the platform. I do love horror games. In fact, on Saturdays, except I skipped yesterday because exhausted, frankly. Just super exhausted. But on Saturdays, I have started and will continue again next Saturday, all energy willing, playing My Friendly Neighborhood, which is basically Sesame Street horror. And it's been fantastic, actually. I had low expectations, but I've really enjoyed it so far. Walk the seasons, spring to winter, spring again, and you can enter. Yeah. I kind of remembered the shtick. I've played that game a few times. So yeah, parts of it are kind of stuck in my memory, or roughly in my memory. You have reached the end of the Lost Forest, but the beginning of the truth. What does that mean? What do you mean, cryptic, long-legged sir? I will tell you a story that has been lost through time. A story about the creation of this reality. Oh my. Okay. In the beginning, there only existed two. The dreamer and his room. The dreamer grew weary of his room and created a door that led to many different worlds. Walking the path as a visitor to these worlds, the dreamer would come and go as he pleased. Slips and falls, tumbles and drops. The dreamer's curiosity and clumsy exploration eventually led him to a certain world. One not like the others. One painted with chaos and bathed in darkness. Right? Super lore drop here all of a sudden. Who knew this weird, creepy guy with the lantern and who's very tall, who absolutely reminds me... Wait. He reminds me of Leader from Mother 3. The very tall guy that gave the lore drop. This game really is Mother inspired, isn't it? Let's make a really tall person and give him all the lore. Just like Leader. Fun fact, the secret of opening the door to my home, that's it. Oh, the same thing? Walk the seasons? Oh, clever. Or is it follow the black bunny? The dreamer slowly became filled with dread. Quiet as they may have been, words of malice quietly crept into his mind. Munish! Hi, I'm sorry I'm quitting stream soon. As soon as I can save the game, I gotta get some sleep. It's been an awful summer. Day job is kicking my ass. If you know Nico, it's been kicking his ass too. It's just been, I hate it. I hate it, and I need more sleep than I've been getting. Or I'll get like an ulcer or some sort of like old person disease. I feel like I will get an ulcer. I honestly feel like my stomach will eat its lining away, and I'll have an ulcer, and then I'll have to avoid spicy food, and I'll have to do what old people. I'll have to carry like milk of magnesia around and drink it periodically or something. I'll have to do some old person stuff. I'll have to manage hemorrhoids. Something bad's gonna happen to me if I don't get better sleep. An old person thing is gonna happen to me. Fuck with this guy heavy stuff. Yeah, right? This guy's awesome. Oh, the seasons. Yeah. Right? Old people are gross. I say that with all endearment that I love old people when old people love life. I.e., when a person gets old and they want to interface with young people, share what they've learned, help guide, help learn what young people are going through, try to remember what it was like to be 10 or 16 or 25 and commiserate. I hate when old people are prescriptivists that what they did when they were a kid is the only truth that exists. That's literally never been the case for all of humankind. So why would you as an old person have found a universal truth in your lifetime when literally when you were a kid, you knew better about old people? There's never been a time when old people learned the truth of the world that applied to the next generations, right? It's impossible. So I hate when old people are like that. And unfortunately, this is just a byproduct, I think, of America and our lack of nutrition and healthcare and protection and support for the elderly. But a lot of our elderly are just like, their heads aren't quite on straight anymore. And I don't think it's necessarily all their fault. I think they're suffering from different kinds of dementia and sicknesses and brain rot that probably don't exist in other cultures where ancestors and elderly are revered. I think if you're elderly or revered, it's because you took care of yourself for a long time. And so when you got old, you still had your wits about you. But in America, people have such bad habits, bad lifestyle habits, that when they get old, they get senile and mental and weird, and the trash coming out of their mouths is garbage. So if you're an old person, you took care of yourself and you speak wisdom and you listen like you haven't learned anything in life, haven't learned everything in life, and you still have stuff you can learn from young people, I commend you, and you're awesome. And keep with it. And tell the other old people how to do it better, if they even can process what you have to teach them. What's your favorite horror genre? I really like lore heavy stuff. Like if a story in horror is literally just like there's a really creepy monster or scary ghost or big invincible thing and it's going to chase you, honestly get bored, because I've just had so much of that in my life. There's just so many creepy and scary stories that revolve around this thing is really freaky. This thing is really impossible to die or impossible to stop. It's just going to keep chasing you. Like, sure, the first 10 of those stories, fine, they were scary, but it gets tired after a while. So I like the stuff that kind of like digs under your skin and it makes you like distrust your own house, your own neighborhood, your own family, your own body, like anything that sort of erodes away at your familiarity around the world and you start to fear common, natural, regular things, your relationship with your family, your best friend, your romantic relationship, the safety of the place where you are, or just the sanctity of your own health and body. When you can be afraid of the basic stuff at a level where it's like it gets under your skin and you stop the movie or you stop the game and you feel it underneath your own skin. You can't just step away and be happy. That's the stuff I like. I like stuff that gets inside of you and you can't sleep well afterwards. That's my favorite horror. Big, deep stuff like that. When people stop wanting to learn, they become goblins. 100%. 100%. I'm just ancient. Old is just cute. Ancient's better than old. I think. I agree mostly about your take on old people, but also think you may have your opinion skewed due to an old person in your life. It's not just that. Like, so my first job, I worked at a retirement community. I was in a restaurant. I was just a food server. First I was a busser and then I was a food server at an old person, retirement community. And it was not a nursing home. Like nursing home, you have hospital beds. Some people have mobility issues, need nursing and personal care daily and are on meds and stuff. A retirement community is just people old enough that they want stuff nearby. They want like medical facilities nearby. They want a special button on their phone to like page and allow somebody to come into their home if there's an accident. But they are autonomous. I guess what you would call retirement communities, you'd call them assisted living. I think that's a proper term for the environment, because you live alone in a standalone house or in an apartment room of sorts, or apartment building, but there's staff around to help you if you need it because you're old, but you're not being nursed, taken care of like a nursing facility. And so I was on a restaurant in a community like that, and I got to meet all sorts of old people. And there are plenty of old people that are just badass. They're cool, they're interesting, they got great stories, they're together, and they're connected to everyone else. They're not just, I have stuff to tell you. They want to know about you and your lives. They're interested in the world. They're still like engaged in the rest of society, even if they don't live in the rest of society because they're in this like enclosed community. But then there are old people who have lost mental faculties or are mentally narcissistic or borderline, have some sort of antisocial personality disorder of some sort, and they're just not fun to be around. They're self-centered and they're stuck, and they're the stuff that comes out of their mouth that's not wisdom. Like, you don't go to those people and say, I revere you because you're old. We have to know, especially in the US, maybe less so in other cultures, but especially in the US, there are plenty of people that are old that are not worthy of revering or listening to their wisdom, because they will steer you wrong and they will hurt you because they feel like it, or because it's fun, or because they're not all there. That's all I mean by that. Not to say that you can't just old people in the US, but just we shouldn't blanket revere. Other countries probably shouldn't either. You know, there are plenty of old people that do good by you. There are always going to be a spectrum of people at every age that do good or bad, and you shouldn't say, because you're old, I should follow your wisdom no matter what. Five Nights at Freddy's, Fridays at Freddy's. I've never played it. I watched a lot of other people play it. It just seems like kind of not really my thing. I mean, it's just like animatronics that do jump scares in the end of the day, right? So I don't feel like there's a, like, I wouldn't turn off that game and then have trouble walking to my bedroom. It just doesn't, I don't know. That personally doesn't hit a fear in me. I also didn't grow up, like my family didn't have money, so we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese's or anything that had like animatronic animals or anything like that. So that's not like a core memory for me. I think things are scary if you relate to them on an intimate level. Like campy horror freaks out people who did a lot of camping, right? If you didn't, it might not hit you the same way. You might not feel that way. Clown horror, you probably have to have experienced clowns in your life to be afraid of them. If you never went to a circus or don't really have interactions with clowns, they're probably not as freaky for you. So I think it just depends on your own experiences as to what kind of horror scratches just right, you know? You would adore the game The Altars? Oh, tell me about it. In DMs if you have to, because I know I'm quitting pretty soon here. I fucking hate Five Nights at Freddy's these days. Why is that? Fridays. I keep saying Fridays. Freddy's. The only horror I'm not a fan of is gore porn style, like Hostel or Saw. I'll watch them, and I've watched every Saw movie. In fact, I watched every Saw movie on one day. Yeah. It was with somebody I was dating at the time, and she had the whole set, and we watched the whole set together in one day. Yeah, it's and I watched Hostel. I watched Hostel 1 and 2. People who found out that I was really deep into horror said I would love Hostel. And both Hostel and Saw, boring to me, frankly. I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of. Like, they're fine movies for what they are. They're just not me. So, yeah, maybe I would say I'm not a fan of. Because they don't, like, watching people get hurt is not that exciting to me. I also grew up in an era where I watched a lot of internet video that probably most people shouldn't watch. the kind of websites that probably don't exist nowadays unless you watch on special Tors, VPNs, or dark web. But I saw a lot of real life shit, like real bad real life shit. And so when you see people tortured, gutted, blown up, shot, and like still alive and parts of their bodies like not connected as much anymore, and then you watch like Hostel, you're like, oh, okay, so this is just like Hollywood light version of that shit. Like they do latex and rubber, and that thing has a little blood squeezy that somebody in the background is like squeezing so it shoots blood, and like you kind of like see through it all once you've seen enough real footage of shit. It sounds really bad. Like I'm not into all that stuff. I'm just a very curious person, and if it's there to watch, I want to know what it's like. I would say, for better or worse, watching that kind of real shit online was not a passion of mine. I became desensitized to it. I watched so much of it. And not because I was passionate, but just because I was curious and these websites had it. And so I just wanted to see, you know, well, what are people looking at? What are people posting? What does that actually look like? Not because I was like, oh God, yeah, I want to see that. Oh yeah, that's really cool. It was mostly kind of gross at first, but then eventually the more I watched it, this is probably the case for anybody who's in military or anybody who's in surgery or anything like this. You see enough blood, you see enough guts, you see enough people hurt, and you start to become desensitized to it. Not that I am desensitized to people being hurt. I think we still live in a world where too many people get hurt, especially at the hands of other people. But that means that gore porn is boring to me. And for some people, it might make them very squeamish. And for me, it's like, whatever, I've seen way worse. Who cares? Body horror is probably my fave. Wow, really? Why? That's what really drew me into Five Nights. Being forced to exist in a way that I can only imagine is extremely painful. What is it about pain that's scary, though? I mean, pain hurts, right? Like, I don't want to be in pain, but I wouldn't call pain scary. Pain's just like adverse. Like, I also don't want to be, I also don't want to get in an argument with somebody. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to be mad at me, right? But I'd never consider a movie where somebody's mad at somebody else to be scary. Just like I wouldn't imagine pain, somebody in pain or get stabbed or cut or a chainsaw ripped open or whatever. I wouldn't imagine that to be scary either. I don't think think of those as scary. They're just things I'm adverse to. I'm averse to being sick. If I saw somebody in a movie catch a bad flu or something or get poisoned, that doesn't make me feel scared either. It just feels like I don't want that. I don't want that for the character. I don't want it for me. There's a horror movie out there that's getting a bunch of praise called Weapons. That sounds bullshit. It sounds, I don't know, like Michael Bay basic level, basic bitch movie. I heard there's this free horror game with a decent amount of lore called the Bauman Box or something like that. There's also the Dead Seat. I'd be curious to know about both of them. If you have me on Discord or find me to DM those titles, I'd be curious to look them up, especially since we're entering spooky season. Like, the more stuff I can get my hands on, the better. Interesting, not the YouTube chat's coming from the horizontal. It's not? Oh, fuck. How long have we been missing out on horizontal? Oh, I see horizontal still coming through. I get you on both. Maybe it's just not showing up on stream. I still see it, though. Part of the reason I use that as my entry is because the ones who hear smile and it makes the people in my home more real. Oh, I love that. Talking about the Secret of Mana thing. Yeah. Five Nights is just, can I just call it FNAF? Does everybody know what I mean if I just say FNAF? So I stop saying Fridays instead of Freddy's. FNAF's just jump scares with some deep but hidden lore that draws people to the game. If the lore was interesting, I might be interested in trying it out, but I just seem like, based on the gameplay that I've watched other people do, the gameplay doesn't seem that interesting to me to want to try. And the jump scares, I don't jump to a lot of jump scares. I mean, you all watched me jump like one time in My Friendly Neighborhood. I was like, damn, that was fucking awesome. Like, I never jumped to anything. Kudos for them to make like one jump scare that got me. And then the rest of the game, I haven't jumped at all. And like other games like Layers of Fear and Still Wakes the Deep, like, they're great, but I don't think I really like jump a lot, you know? That's just me, though. You probably want to watch somebody else stream that kind of shit if you're looking for somebody who's like visibly scared. I play those games because I love like the lore and the gameplay more so than anything else. I like the feeling, the vibe of the world, not because I jump in my seat. I like the early Saw movies when it started to get away from John Kramer. I thought the new people's philosophies were stupid and wasn't the same. The old ones, to me, like the first one, just having like the interesting way that it ended was like kind of hip, but I don't know if it really made up for the middle part of the movie. I would almost rather the opposite happened. Like, there are a few movies I like where the ending kind of sucked, but the journey was so good, I don't blame it. Because some people just suck at wrapping up a movie. But I feel like the opposite is less forgivable. Where if the ending really wraps up well, but it was boring to get there, I have trouble appreciating that more. You know what I mean? My father asked why none of my siblings respect him. I said he's never been accountable. Interesting. I respect him for the fact that he's taking care of me And for that, I'm extremely grateful, but he has never been worth looking up to. He's loud, doesn't listen, extremely volatile, stubborn, and ignorant. He's no man anyone should want to be. That means a lot. And it means a lot that you recognize, because I feel like this is hard for a lot of people who look at family members, and especially nuclear family members, when they do stuff for you, that is not the same thing as good quality of personality, right? If you are somebody to be revered, respected, honored for who you are, beloved by your community, it's not because you do a bunch of shit for people. Service is like the lowest bar of humanity, helping people across the street, doing free work for people, seeing somebody in need and giving them that thing they need. That's like kindergarten shit. You see somebody thirsty and you give them a bottle of water, or you go one step further and go, it's hot out. And you're working outside, like a service worker working on something in a yard, and you go, it's hot. And you bring them a bottle of water. You're not inherently like a great person. You could still have incredibly bad character flaws, lessons that other people should not learn from you on how to deal with life. You might not interact with people right. You might not respect people well. You just do service. Service is basic. If I see people doing good deeds, you're not making clout with me. You're just meeting a bare minimum low bar. I need something way more than you to call you like a good person. Desensitization is the worst byproduct of the internet. It makes you uncaring. I would disagree. I have high empathy. I really care that humans do not hurt humans. It's harder to tell animals not to hurt us because it's in their nature. But humans can stop ourselves from hurting other humans. We have some rationalization we can do. We have some thinking and caring and pausing to decide a different path. And I would love for people not to hurt other people. I've just seen so much of it that it's boring to me. But I still don't want it to happen. And I'm not distant or cold or disconnected from the act of hurting. If I could stop somebody, if I had the power to interject myself and say, hey, don't make this happen anymore. Don't you hurt that person. I would do that every time if I felt like I could. I don't always feel like I have that kind of power, but if I felt like I could and I saw it happening, I would want to stop it. It just, seeing it on the screen bores me. Yeah. That kind of exposure is how you also go about developing mental illness. I don't know. I disagree. Now, I think if you have a propensity toward a mental illness, like you already have an empathy development issue of some sort, or an antisocial personality disorder, and then you see certain things glorified on the screen, it could unlock something in you, like that's okay to do. Or look at how that looks. Or I felt something when I saw that made me alive in a way that I need to see more, right? But I don't necessarily or inherently think that seeing stuff that is bad for humanity reprograms a healthy person to feel that way. And we've learned that lesson already, right? In the late 80s to the mid 90s, the ESRB board, they made a whole bunch of rating systems for movies and games and set this whole thing up because they were so afraid that there was so much violence in the United States that these kids were being exposed to these horrible movies and games, and that they were creating a violence epidemic, something that was really pushing people into these awful situations. And it just wasn't the case. You have millions and millions and millions of copies of every single Call of Duty sold, tons of violent games, tons of brutally realistic games, some of which are way more graphic and violent than others. And it doesn't really make people go out and do that. However, there are certain people who are already mentally ill or who had bad households or whatever. And then it's usually a mix of that plus exposure to the negative media Plus, usually some parent, and I just found out in my own area this happened, exposure to a parent that does not, that is a weapon lover and not a weapon protections lover. I recently found out near to our area, twin boys got a hold of their father's gun. And one of the boy, I think they were just like toddler or little kid age. One of the boys managed to hold the gun in a way that he could shoot it and shot his brother, his twin brother. Dead. Completely dead. And that is not something that those kids had within them. That's not a, they didn't watch so many movies. They probably weren't even mentally ill. They were probably too young to really understand what they were doing. But they had a parent who was, who should never have had kids. If you cannot manage your weapons, you should not be allowed. I wish we lived in a country where you could not be allowed to procreate. Like, prove to me you have the mental faculty to raise kids before you're allowed to have them at all. I wish. I know that's like impossible, and we live in a country of liberty and freedom where putting some sort of test before people before they can actually create new life in this world is it's probably impossible by the way the U.S. is designed. But fuck that guy. I hope he burns in whatever hell actually exists, which I don't believe in hell, but you know. He deserves every form of punishment possible. Everything that could be levied by the law should be placed down upon him. And that's from somebody who's watched, you know, more than 100 people die of way more gruesome deaths than that. I still care very much about humanity. The children implied to be trapped in the suits aren't allowed to leave this world. They've lost their identity and have become monsters, none of which was in their own control. Interesting. An interesting lore. Weapons is great. I don't know, because you said the first few saws are great, so I don't trust your opinion on that one. FNAF is fine. Cool. Saying the YouTube chat's coming from the horizontal, not vertical today. I see both. I see both. Do you not see both? The vertical, nobody was chatting from the vertical. So you were literally the first, like I was watching the vertical chat the whole night. Nobody was just chatting in that particular feed. You're the first one that did. Did it come up in stream? Because it came up on my side feed. It came up in my main feed. It was just quiet there, which it happens sometimes. The lore used to be interesting, but not anymore. Oh, gotcha. The title weapons is misleading in the style of movie. That's dangerous. It's about a community grappling with the inexplicable disappearance of 17 children, all from the same classroom. Okay. That could be interesting. I have no issues with kindergarten shit. If that's how your learning works, I will help in any way of kind. Don't get me wrong. Specifically, like what I think I was referring to in relation to Munish's comments was not that doing service for other people is bad. If you are inherently a selfish, hardened, mean kind of person, very self-centered, it's hard for you to get along in the world, and you go out and you do a bunch of good deeds. Good. Please. You know, if that's the bare minimum you can do, if kindergarten's really like where you are, do it. It's just like if you need to hear the 10 commandments, right? One of them is like, thou shalt not murder. If you need to hear that and see that on a, you know, carved into stone, and hear a man with a long white beard say, I've received this message from God, your creator, that you shouldn't murder other people, and you go, oh, fuck, this is serious. I really shouldn't do it. If that's how you learn not to murder, fine. You've learned not to murder. If you do handiwork for your neighbors at no cost and you consider that being good, fine, just do that. What I can't support is when people say doing that makes you like a really venerable and respectful person that deserves everybody's, you know, admiration. Like, no, you're kind of just hitting bare minimum. You're just doing like basic human stuff. Anything less than that, you're doing worse, and we should all sort of like hold you accountable for less. But just doing nice stuff and like not murdering
Please
and.
stop kissing everything.
Well, hello, Dippy. Welcome on in, Dippy Raid. Wait, what's Doopy? Hi, Spider Bat Fox. Hi, everybody. I'm getting close to falling asleep myself, but you're welcome to hang out while we're. I'm just trying to get to a safe spot in Omori, but we had a really interesting, deep conversation about what is real horror. Do you guys like horror? We're talking horror in August because October is not long enough to hold my passion for creepy things. Dippy Raid. Welcome, everybody. Let me do a quick shout out for you. Thank you for trusting your community with me, as awful as a decision as that is. Just kidding. Welcome on in. My family of fledglings are beautiful people. Everybody in my chat,
Josie John Joe 15.
please go follow.
No. Oh my god.
No, you have
Wait. Creeper spent over 8 minutes browsing share profiles. I got an achievement called Creeper.
Oh my.
Wait, oh my gosh. Oh! That is Josie. Yo, did you see that?
Nice. Yes, that is a clip. You know, welcome on in. If anybody has to do a D-stream, if you've been at this for a while, please remember to take a shower, take your meds, take a snack, take a nap. Do the things you got to do to make yourself more human. We're barely human here in the stream as it is, and I'm forever sleep deprived and doing awful things to myself. I'm trying to do better, I promise. That's why I'm trying to end stream ASAP, and that's just not working because you're all so interesting and captivating, and I can't leave, and I will save the game. I promise I will save the game once I can save the game. I can't save the game until I finish this dialogue and figure out where the heck I'm supposed to save. We will do it. We will do it. Hi, how are you all? Dippy, how was your stream? Welcome. If you're gonna stay, please stay. Yes, I will do a self-care. I'll do 3 of them. A hydration, a posture check, and a stretch. Thank you so much for the love, for the follows. Welcome to my family of fledglings. Appreciate yourselves, your faces. You love horror games? We could be friends. We could be friends. I love that. I'm a big horror movie and horror game aficionado. And you're in the right place then. I find myself a vampire slayer in my heart, just locked in a modern sort of world. And at some point I will get funds and more look the part and do more backdrop and all that kind of thing. But those kind of funds take time. Okay, what were we last talking about before all that fun stuff happened? To be fair, I said I like the early Saw movies, not that they were great. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So much for early. I know, Kara. I know. I hate it. Constantly making myself sleep later and later. Doopy is what we call the purple cat. Oh, I love that. Dippy and Doopy. Aw, isn't that sweet? Favorite horror movie and favorite horror game. Go. And then if you guys gotta go, you gotta go. I gotta also bounce out of here pretty quick here. Yeah, I just want to know. Sent you a link to the weapons trailer. Cool. I'll take a look at it probably tomorrow. Yeah. Stream was good. How's Omori going? I'm loving this game. I am loving this game. The mix of like the mother quirky, happy-go-lucky sort of world with the kids running around and doing the adventures is so nicely paired up with all of the existential Gregory. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to my family of fledglings. The existential dread and the neuroatypicality of the character and like all the interpersonal drama and then the intrapersonal, like the inside of his, it's just, it's getting me right in the feels, and it's dark and creepy at the same time. And it's so good. This is a masterpiece in this genre so far. We played, and these are all on my YouTube channel, by the way. If you go to the playlists tab, I put them in the Mother / Earthbound franchise playlist there. You can find me playing Mother 1 on the NES, Mother 2, most of you know is Earthbound if you've played the Smash Brothers games, Mother 3, and then we also played through Undertale, and now we're on Omori. So this has been a thing for like months and months and months of my life where we're just playing like this type of game back to back to back. And it's been a delight. Every one of these games in the genre has been a super big delight for me. I'm replaying Sally Face. Oz played that one and she really liked it. Would you recommend it for somebody like me? Because I think I would be down to do that one too. I crave horror even though I'm a little bitch. That's what's good. I think it's more fun than people who are like super stoic. I'm a little bit too stoic for a lot of horror. I don't get myself well lost in it. And so I don't feel like it. I wish it landed heavier. I'm on the search to find something that makes me feel overwhelmed. So one day somebody's going to create that horror and then I'll fall in love. What was Super Health? Wait, what? I also love horror games. Yes, excellent. I'm going to be Sal for Halloween. Oh, sweet. That'll be awesome. I have no idea what I'm going to be for Halloween, but I got to do something big. Last year I was a plague doctor. It was pretty good. It's really hard to go like trick-or-treating. We have littles. So it's hard to go trick-or-treating wearing the plague doctor mask, breathing heavy, being surrounded by a lot of people. The streets that we go down are like crowded, like sidewalk to sidewalk, full of people. And it's so many people and so hot where I live. And it's too much to wear a big leather mask and breathe heavy and run down streets and stuff. So I'm gonna have to do something where I can breathe more this year. My most human aspect is learning people well enough to allow their hearts to glow. Ah, Troa, I love that. God, movie is tough, but I really enjoy a scary game called Reveal. That sounds interesting. Somebody send me a DM. I'm going to want to look up Reveal. Favorite horror movie is probably The Fear Street with Maya Hawke. I haven't seen this one. Favorite horror game has probably got to be Sally Face in the entirety of the FNAF games. Okay, interesting. I do want to try Sally Face. Yeah. And I have it on my library. Family share. I don't know if it counts as scary movie, but Alien goes hard. I'd definitely say Alien's scary. Just because it's like sci-fi horror. I would just call it like a subgenre. You know, does horror have to have a campfire? Does horror have to have woods? Does horror have to have somebody checking their cell phone and not getting a signal? No, you could definitely do a lot more with it. I definitely think out of all the Alien movies, Alien 1 is the one that's probably the most horror out of them because you're not really well equipped, right? Like Alien 2, do people die? Aliens, that is. Yes, people die. And yes, there's like cat and mouse and chasing and stuff. But you also have crazy weapons. And so it already skews the odds, right? When you feel like a chick with a Gatling gun, forget her name. Like you have a Gatling gun, and they didn't have that in Alien. So fear and uncertainty and panic and distrust with the android, like, yeah, I think Alien definitely counts as horror. Hello, Emiryaku, if I'm saying your name right. RPGs are so fun. I love RPGs. Yeah, but this genre of RPGs, since we've been playing from Mother 1 up till now, has unlocked like a whole new love. Because I think I was getting kind of tired of the just Final Fantasy sort of world, where you've got the kind of sci-fi, but also high fantasy, like lots of crystals and spells, but sometimes some abandoned tech or high tech mixed in. After a while, it's just very formulaic. So these have been so refreshing. You know what I mean? Put Yumi Nikki on that list. That one is on the list. I think you mentioned it before, Munish, that we would do that one. Yeah. The Thing. Oh, that's a great one. As far as distrust goes, like, because The Thing is one of those movies where you can't step away from the movie and feel like that's necessarily happening to you because it's such a remote location, such like a niche situation. But the idea that you cannot trust everyone around you, that hits everyone, right? Even though the setting is so strange, the idea of you have no idea what's trusted and what's not in your environment. That distrust is such a great horror variable to play with. And the Dead Space remake, nice. I was a fan of Dead Space. I don't feel like it's horror. Well, it's kind of like body horror stuff, right? Because all the monsters are kind of like gross, fleshy things. But I like the flow and I like the gameplay, and I think the Dead Space games have a lot to offer, even though I don't think they're like too oppressive or freaky. It's not story, but I think you should play it. Okay. Sally Face literally so good. Oh, there is a story, it's just not told. Oh, God, it's kind of like implied from, like, as you play it, you sort of glean something of the world, but it's not like overt. You need to play it blind? Okay. So, yeah, maybe. The less you tell me, the better. The better the stream when we get there. Yeah. Would have said Resident Evil 4 is my favorite horror, but you're too much of a badass to have it be true horror. I've seen you play a little bit of it, and I've seen Crimmy play a little bit of it back in the day. And yeah, you feel, or at least you guys being so good at it, felt so amazing that I didn't feel like any sense of impending doom. You're just slaughtering anybody that gets in your way. So I don't feel that scared. Yeah. Mortuary Assistant scared the shit out of me. I've seen some people play it. It looks interesting. It looks like that one might be up my alley too. I'd be curious to try that one. I would. It was so fun to watch you play. I think FNAF 1 is genuinely the scariest one. I do feel like a lot of horror suffers that. Like, number one in an entry, movie or game, and people are just trying out an idea and seeing if it works. And if there's a sequel, you knew that the first one worked because they managed to find something that really got a nerve in people. But after you've gotten that first one out of the way, I feel like following up with anything interesting or captivating or that even it deserves to exist is like almost impossible. I can think of very, very few movies or games where the second entry was worthwhile at all, even had a reason to exist. So definitely number ones for almost everything are worth more than most of the other entries. Haven't seen any of the Alien movies? Well, this is something to do this spooky season for you. This is your sign to start. Just keep in mind that, as you go through a genre, these are now movie execs with mad money that they've received from the success of number one, and now they're gonna like try stuff out. So it gets experimental, and they change things up, or they also don't change things up. Like some things with the Alien series, and this is true of other horror movies too. When they figured that they found something that really worked on an audience, they might try it again and again. And just see how that works too. How much could you like milk the audience for the same sort of like vibe? And that really sucks. I will say this is the only one I can think of off the top of my head where this is the case. Ouija or whatever, number one was awful. I didn't even watch the movie. I found it streaming and I skipped around, and I was like, I'm fucking done. This movie's absolutely awful garbage. It's the worst thing. And then I saw number two, which is a prequel. And fuck if they didn't get something. I don't know what happened between the two, but they figured something out. And two was actually pretty good. I'm not going to put it in my like top 5 horror movies or anything, but the disparity between how bad one was and how honest and good that they made two, I was impressed. And I've never seen that trajectory before. Somebody decided to pour a whole lot of love into the Ouija franchise and do something that didn't deserve to be with what money. I don't know if the first movie ever made any money, but something happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend doing what I just did, which is don't watch number one. Find it streaming and like skip around and get the gist. It won't take you long to figure out how the movie goes. And then go watch number two legitimately. And yeah, It won't be your favorite horror movie, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Omori is one of my favorites ever, so I'm sure you'll love it. I'm already in love. Yeah, we're only this far. I don't know how much more there is. So, and don't tell me. I don't need to know like how much I've done versus how much there is. I'd rather just play it completely blind. But so far, I'm very much in love. Yeah. I've also never seen anything Omori. Okay, Spider Bat Fox, I'd probably recommend that the moment I stop talking to you all and continue on with the dialogue, probably not a great time to like jump in and start learning about the game, because I feel like if you ever play it or if you ever want to watch somebody else stream it, which I have all these on my playlist saved on YouTube, probably don't jump in like right in the middle like this. It's a very cumulative story. This game made me feel very seen. I'm starting to feel that way too. I am, for sure. I felt very disgusted by myself for many years, and it made me feel better to know it wasn't a unique experience. Yes. Yes. I'm not going to say I am Omori, but the places where we do overlap, it's wild to me to see that exist in a video game, for sure. Yeah. Dead Space does have a guy who can fight back, but it's only because he's working his ass off and jerry-rigging his way to success, and the remake goes deeper into that mental instability caused by the monsters that help it feel more horror. Gotcha. That and the AI makes it so you have a much harder time defending yourself. Okay. So the stakes are higher, and I do appreciate that there's like some mental issues stuff going on there. I like that. I'm asleep. I'll have to watch the last minutes in the VOD. Thanks, Kara, for being here. And thank you so much for being in the pre-show. I very much appreciate it. I didn't expect anybody really to pop up. I'm just trying to farm my minutes so I can get another streaming platform down the pipeline. Have a good night. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, or you're just here first off, I stream on 5.5, soon to be 6.5 platforms every single time I stream. Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I stream on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick, on Instagram, and on Trovo. And I have another stream on YouTube, so that's why I say 5.5, because I do vertical for people on their phones, and I do horizontal for people on their computers. And I'm going to try to be adding TikTok streaming to all of that too, because they've loosened the requirements, which used to gatekeep me out. Because I was never a big TikToker. But if they're really desperate to get people on, and it only requires me to press the go live button on my vertical stream once, and it sends to Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok all at once, then what the hell? More audience means more human, right? Fox, this is good. Has me staring at a wall at work. Oh no. I enjoy watching a mind like yours live. Thank you. I super appreciate that, Tra. If you catch my next TikTok pre-stream stream, you really see my mind working, because I'm like, with the lights off and like the backdrop still closed, I feel like I'm a different person, if that makes sense. I'll probably do it again tomorrow night while Oz streams. I'll just do like a half-hour short TikTok stream just to unlock the goodies. I have to do 3 of those half-hour streams to get all of the things unlocked on TikTok Live Studio. Why? Don't know. They like doing the bridge troll riddles or something. I'm actually going to run. It's almost 2 a.m. for me. Oh, it's 3 a.m. for me. I should have been asleep an hour ago, and I promised Oz I would be. And then here we are. We're gonna go find a place to save. I promise. I promise. Have a good night for anybody who's leaving right now or who's already left. Appreciate your faces. Yeah. Okay. Be the sweet to your sleep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dreamer, Cresimil, voice, words of malice, cry, crept into his mind. Okay. Rest of the thing here. Whispering lies, secrets, and truths. Powerless to silence the noise, the dreamer manifested benevolent entities in his different worlds. Okay, well, I wouldn't call that powerless. I mean, you can't silence, but you can do something against it. Then he compounded his worlds above the dark realm, sealing it with their combined might. Oh, this dreamer sounds badass. Is it me? Yet despite his valiant efforts, the darkness's presence never abated. Even with new allies, the darkness continued to scrape and scratch at the back of the dreamer's mind. The noise might have subsided, but it never went away. The dreamer could run and bury away his fears, but one still has to face his own reflection. What the dreamer had created was something he could not be a part of, something outside himself. What? The dreamer's own power was his greatest adversary. What does that mean? Knowledge, or the absence of it, would become the dreamer's greatest gift. That absence of knowledge would become his... What are you saying, you creepy long-legged man? To truly escape the perils of his own faculty and ascend to a blissful state of ignorance. Apparently, only then would the noise cease to agitate the dreamer's sanity. Here's where this guy and I disagree, or where the dreamer and I disagree. To be able to think much less and just be a void not attacked by your own thoughts is something I'm very antagonistic to. I'm a big control freak, and I love the noisy, myriad, multi-threaded thought patterns that I have, and I don't like turning them off, and I don't like substances, and I don't like having altered states of consciousness, and I certainly don't like having an empty mind, ever. I appreciate my noise. I am very much not this. But then I also don't feel like I have darkness scratching at the back of my mind underneath several layers of dream trying to safeguard it away. So maybe Omori and I are rather different in that regard. So, the dreamer took on another name and chose to forget himself. From that time on, the dreamer has lived amongst us, simply as an inhabitant of this world, traveling along blissfully, ignorant of his own fabrication. Children, I must warn you, as with all things that are born in and out of this world, an end will threaten this one too. Though the dreamer may have subdued the inexorable, the darkness grows still. It's a lot easier to forget, to simply pretend nothing ever happened. Yeah, and I'm not a grind mindset person. I know I work a lot, but that's for a different reason than grinding. Trust me, it is. I don't like the idea of forgetting and pretending or going that route, even though it's easier. Even though I personally like doing easy things. I like the easy route. I generally like to do easier things. In fact, the whole reason why I'm trying to build content creation as a business is because I derive a lot more joy from doing this than my day job. So joy generally to me always feels easier to do because your heart's in it. You're more passionate about it. So when you work really hard at something, you're driven, you know, and that to me always felt easier. When you're disagreeable with the kind of work that you're doing, even if it's not like hard work or sweaty work or anything, it's always going to feel harder because you're fighting against your disgust or lack of enjoyment. So yeah, I like easy things, but not just forgetting. I don't like that sort of disconnect. No bandage can stifle an eternal wound, and there will be a time when its influence will bleed through. Forgetful the dreamer may be of this peril, a peril never forgets to be. Okay. Yet the end of this world may be an inevitability. The dreamer is the only one with the ability that can truly set this world free. Okay. I mean, this is a dream world, though. What's the dreamer gonna... Oh, it's a big fire. Don't burn. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy. Daddy gonna light himself on fire. Daddy is lit a fire for us. And giving us a thing for our hangman. The letter H. Ghostly hi. Welcome on in. I'm trying to quit stream. I have to go to sleep. I really do. I needed to go to sleep an hour ago. But with ignorance comes with its own consequences. The problem is with ignorance is you can be misused and abused by big systems. And where we live, or where I live, big systems are all over the place trying to predate on dumb people. And I see it. I see dumb people making the dumb moves that the big companies are like, yeah, more of that shit. So I feel like ignorance is a real dangerous thing around here. We don't have like where I live, if you walk down the street with your purse dangling loosely over your shoulder, there isn't going to be some like dirty kid that comes running up and snatching your purse away. We don't live in that kind of area, but we live in an area where you'll like waste your money. Like there's so many shops in my little town that are all there to like predate on bad tastes and like cheap ideas for like quick dopamine or for like social clout among your coworkers or family. For what? Like, why would you spend your money on all that shit? And like bad like scams with like loans and payday loans and debt refinancing and credit cards and insurances, all this sort of shit that's like you will come out poor and useless and full of a bunch of shit in your house that you can't use or need for anything. As like dumb people will get completely stomped on where I live, and nobody grabbed your purse. You gave them your purse. If that makes sense. Yeah. If joy is something you seek, you find and make it at the same time. I love that. Or if sorrow is something you avoid, you forget and pretend at the same time. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. The world falls apart when good men don't act. That is true. That is true. We're a world of chaos, right? So we need to inject the good to keep it good. I have a feeling I stepped into something very... I mean, you came to my channel, so it's literally always like this. And grows when good men do. Yeah, I love that. Okay, can we save here? Can we save at the... Can the campfire... No. Can we... Look at these bright light beacons just sort of shining around. Can we save on any of them? No? Okay. I guess we're gonna walk deeper. Hello? What was that noise? Don't tell me I have to walk back out. I don't want to walk back out. What about this big flower? Nothing? There's nothing in here. I mean, yes, we got the hangman. Hello? Thanks for the lurk. I gotta get to sleep soon. As soon as I can save, I'm gonna do that. I think very soon you can. Okay, cool. You always need a picnic. I do. I am a picnic needing guy. Maybe back out the way we came. What happened? Oh, we're back at this lamp. I think this is where we entered the creepy woods. Oh, then there's all the kitties. Oh, there's like a... I will not try to get that that melon. I'm just gonna try to get out of here. Okay, well, the spiders are gonna catch me and take me back. Okay. This is back at the entrance of this area anyways. Then I think if we go out this way, we should be able to find Marty fairly quickly. I think she's just one screen to the south. Not you. Not right now, buddy. No. Please do not attack me. Money. I need a snack. I want to eat some tofu. This is Firefly Forest. Yeah. I'm currently awaiting a movie in Sky COTL. Call of the... What is that? So I got time to hang around. You were close to my favorite characters? Ooh. Did you interact with the bear? I did. That was pretty awful. But I won. I did win. I didn't expect to. I was pretty sure we were going to lose. Okay. Some hour and 10 minutes after I said, yeah, that's probably when I need to go to sleep. And then we super didn't. Yeah, it was freaky, right? That kind of stuff where it's just like the game just jumps at you and thrusts you into stuff you're definitely not ready for, which I appreciate. I appreciate when it happens with the story. I appreciate when it happens with the combat. It's just been a good flow so far. The whole game has flowed quite nicely. I've really appreciated it so far. 40 hours. I mean, yeah, 40 hours, just this part. It's not because I'm a completionist. It's because we chat a lot. Children of the Light. Okay, interesting. Rich Kids Dress Up Game. Over 600 hours of playing it. Damn. Crazy. All right. I really love you guys. I love your faces. I thank you for being here. You are the best community that a streamer could ask for. I have yet to experience another content creator's audience that I like better than mine. And that means that you guys are awesome. And I wish you back again to continue to make my content creation career as fantastic as it has been. You mean a lot to me in my life. And that's why I want to keep building this business, because it's been epic. I super appreciate you guys. So excited for next time. This is a great section. Excellent. Thanks for being here. Yeah, love your faces. I look forward to seeing you again. I look forward to popping in on Hello Dippy's streams as well. So show them some love if you didn't already. I do stream every Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I usually try. It's been hard, but this upcoming month or so will probably be a little bit better, I think. I try to start streaming right at 10 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Pacific. And usually stream for like 4 to 5 hours. Tonight, I'm quitting right at the 4-hour mark, and I shouldn't have because I really started late and should have started a little sooner. That's my fault. So that's the skinny of it. I will see you guys soon. I have a couple days off where I'm not streaming. Go to DamianHallway.com. You can find my link tree there. You can cyberstalk me on whatever platform you prefer. So find all the goodies there. And yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, we're going to find somebody to raid and run too. For everywhere else, if you've been watching, thank you. I appreciate your faces. The stream is ending for you now. I do know how to raid on YouTube. I'm not going to do it tonight. Sorry. So have yourselves a good night, and I'll see you in a few days. Twitch, hang on while I say goodbye to everybody else. Bye, everybody else. If you, oh, forgot the thing. If you're safe and fed and loved, make sure